Welcome in, everybody. We have literally just gotten to Yellow Drops. I've just found the girl bunny that I need to trade that weird doll with. I think I'm gonna have to go back to... Let's see. Thanks for the like, Alex. I think we're gonna have to go to another area to trade that thing with her. So I need to go back. Let's see. What if I go to Muscaraka? Yeah, there's someone there that I can trade stuff with. I can grab a couple of things. Because we've got loads in storage at the moment, and I think it's, what's his name? Not the prisoner cabin. Enga. Enga is the guy that we just leave things with for storage. So we'll grab that thing that we need to trade off of him, and then we should get like a really cool weapon attachment. Let's see. This is the thing. Perfect. Do we have any food in here? We don't. Okay. Okay, let's see. I don't think that I've got much of anything in here. Let's see. We're not missing any of that. No, so it looks like the rest of the stuff's gonna have to actually be purchased. That's fine. Alright, and actually, you know what? Let's just double check, because I haven't played for a bit, obviously. So we're gonna double check the weapon attachments, too. So let's... Okay, so yeah, we've got that Peridot. What does it even do? Oh, you know what? Tons of his stuff is maxed out. Let's not check it out on this weapon. Let's look at this one, because this one's... Oh my god! 4 attachments! Okay, so it brings attack, holy, beast, and plant. Interesting combination. Kind of a weird one. Alright, let's go make sure that we've got everything that we need before we start, because we'll go talk to that girl, trade that thing in, get the weapon attachment from her, and then we'll go to the Moonsea. We'll have to unlock it first, so I think that we need to speak to someone, because we can't just go in. Let's see. Yeah, just need a couple of those. And perfect. And actually, let's just double check. Yes, so that means we've got 3 Draen's feathers. Perfect. Okay. So, if we just... Oh, Yokoso Otaku Gaming, thanks for coming into the stream. We're just starting. Thanks for the like, Andre. Thank you. Yeah, I am on Facebook. So I only started on Facebook Gaming, not the Saturday that just passed, but the Saturday before that. So I've not been on here for long. I started on YouTube. I'm still posting. What I'm doing is I record these videos and then I post them on YouTube as well, so that I've still got some followers on there and stuff. But I don't go live on YouTube. I only post either pre-records or records of me going live and stuff. So I still do some stuff on there as well. But yeah, I'm just playing some Dark Cloud for today. We're at Yellow Drops. We haven't unlocked the Moonsea yet. I have to speak to... I forget who it is that I speak to in Yellow Drops to get it unlocked. I'm just gonna go there and get... If I can just... Yeah, there we go. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Have you played, Dark Cloud? Because you do like a good... mix of stuff, but you do like RPGs and stuff as well, don't you? Because I don't know what this would be considered, if it would be considered an RPG or a JRPG. I'm not really sure what it's really classed as, but it's a really fun one. It's one of my favorites. Let's see, we'll trade this over to her, and then we should get a really good weapon attachment. Sure, you can have it. Oh, she's stoked. So cute. I will give you my treasure in return. Yeah, I play a lot of RPGs myself, but I haven't played any Dark Cloud since it came out. I remember knowing nothing about it. It's so fun. This one and The Legend of Dragoon are like my bread and butter. Like they're like my ultimate favorite RPGs, other than like I would say it's Legend of Dragoon, then this, and then the Dragon Age series. It's like, yeah, it's like those are my absolute favorites. I decided to replay Legend of Dragoon and post it on YouTube around the time of the 20th anniversary of the game coming out, and then the 20th anniversary of this one was like pretty soon after. So I was like, oh, like I really want to play some Dark Cloud. So I decided to play this. We've only got 2 more main dungeons left, so the one that's coming up and then the one after that, and then there's like the ultimate massive like 100 level dungeon called the Demon Shaft that you can only get to after you defeated the final boss. So yeah, I've never actually done the kind of secret one, so I kind of want to do that this time around. It's kind of something I've always wanted to do, but I'd never done it yet, so it's something I'm working towards. A big fuzzy bunny hand. So, I'm gonna go to the Moonsea now. It seems like more complicated. No worries, no worries. Pedro, thanks for the like on the stream. Welcome in. I really hope that, because my little dude's only turning 2 in like June, so I really hope he ends up liking video games like we do. If he doesn't, it's not really that big of a deal. Like everybody's different, right? But it'd be pretty cool to be able to share our hobby with him. Thanks for the share, Pedro. Thank you. So we're just gonna head to the Moonsea, and then we'll be able to start rebuilding the robot. Hey, Pedro. Hey, how are ya? Many monsters. Various recovery and support items. Yeah. That's totally fine. They're so cute. Alright, let's do a quick little save. Not that we've done a whole hell of a lot anyway, but I'll get some shares out your way too. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You guys don't ever have to like do any of this stuff. Don't ever feel obligated. It's just I just find it so much fun getting to play video games and like socialize with awesome people at the same time. It's nice being able to have a chat while also doing something else I also love. So it's just making soup for my baby daughter. What kind of soup are you making for her? We actually had enchilada soup for dinner tonight. It's always nice to have soup, especially when it's freaking cold. It's like the perfect dinner. not a limited zone at all, which is good. Okay, so that's gonna need a key, so we'll just go get it. Very nice. Oh my god, there's a bunch over here. Okay. The boxes here are pretty. I actually kind of like the layout of this place, mostly because of the fact that it's like you can't really get that lost because there's like you can tell where everything ends, like. And because I do like the sky in it as well, it's very pretty. You do get a return of some of the enemies you've seen in the past, but like kind of upgraded a bit so that like that Hellpockle is similar to like those weird pockles that we saw in Matataki Village that were named after the days of the week. And that witch Helza is the same as the witch Ilza, I want to say her name was, who was also in... Actually, you know what, I want to say that she was not only in the Matataki Village, I think she was also in... Oh, damn. Oh, damn. There we go, now he's gone. Shared you out to some of my most favorite RPG groups on Facebook. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's really kind of you. Thank you so much. I'm like just starting out, so I'm still pretty low key, but I'm having a really good time so far. This has been like a lot of fun. It gives me a good excuse to actually finish up some like games that I keep putting off as well, because I've got a massive backlog, and I find that the worst thing that I end up doing is I say like, oh, I'm gonna start this new game, and then I just end up being like, oh, you know what, actually I kind of want to play this other game that I've played like 50 million times, and then I just end up doing that. But this kind of keeps me honest and makes me actually like play the games that I've wanted to play that I keep putting off. I know that feeling as well. Yeah, it's brutal, isn't it? Where it's like you're like, oh, this game looks really, really good. Like I would definitely play it after I play this game that I've already played and beaten 50 million times. It's like some video games are just like a comfort food, aren't they? Where you think to yourself like, oh yeah, I could try that brand new recipe that like looks really good, but I'm not 100% sure if I'll like it. Or I could eat mac and cheese, which I know is delicious, for like the 30th time, like in the last couple of months or something. It's so like, it's like a nice, like comfortable, like fallback, like I don't know, like an old pair of track pants or something as well that you know you're gonna enjoy. This game is one of those games for me, but I had a good excuse. For playing this one again, because I've never done the Demon Shaft. So I was like, well, like I should probably do that, like at some point, you know, in time. And my brain was like, haha, yeah, good excuse. Let's play it again. It was kind of like what I did with Legend of Dragoon. I was like, well, I haven't beaten the secret boss, Magician Faust, before. He's always like whooped my bum, and then I've just gotten mad and decided to just beat the game and not even bother anymore. So I was like, oh, I should do it this time, and I did, which I'm super proud of myself. Excuse me, madam. Thank you. Thank you. D, and boom. Yes. But yeah, so that was my excuse for that, and then just I don't know. Yeah, for this one it was the Demon Shaft. So my goblin brain let me replay this without thinking like, oh, well, you said you were gonna play blah blah blah. Now you're playing this game again. So I'm gonna do something different. Leave me alone. It's always fun to go back to and do parts of games that you didn't experience before. Exactly. And now I have experienced those parts. So now I can say to myself, like, okay, like, let's do some new stuff now and stop always playing the same stuff over and over and over again. Like, because now you've done it. Like, so let's just try something new. So I'll be able to let myself do that now. I'll have a good excuse to not go back to it. I mean, I will eventually. Don't get me wrong. Like, but it won't be one of those like comfort, like fallback things for a while. I can say like, okay, like I've done the thing. Bravery launch. Okay, that goes to like the back room area, and I should be able to get some decent stuff back there. So it'll be awesome. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do that and just, yeah. It will be really cool to be able to do the Demon Shaft. What games do you kind of feel that way about, that they just feel like a nice, like, old pair of track pants that you just, like, can't seem to throw out because they're the most comfortable thing you own? Like, games that you just can't help going back to. Oh dear lord. Oh dear lord, please stop. Okay, let's see. So we've got, no, that's the bravery launch. So we need this guy. So, actually, I wonder, because yeah, so this one, ooh, interesting, okay. Yeah, this one's got to level up soon. So if I level it up to Aga's sword, and then I can probably fool around with this one for a little bit, what I'll probably do as well. Ooh, what does the sun do? Oh my days. Interesting. What do you need, Zaya? What do you need? What's going on here? Hold up. Attack. Magic. Wind. Undead and mimic. Let's see. Attack. Damn. Ooh, that is... pretty cool. Interesting. I think I'm gonna have to put this bad boy on there though. Let's see what I can do with Zayo. Let's switch to Zayo. I play Shin Megami Tensei a lot. It's definitely my main game series. I've only played one of those. It was for, I want to say it wasn't the 3DS. I want to say it was the regular DS. And the way it was labeled on the case, it just said Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor or something like that. And I remember in it, you start as like this like the main like guy character. I want to say he had like blue hair or something and a headset, and then he had this like cute like kind of like female friend that had like reddish hair. Yeah. And then his friend was kind of like, he was like kind of like Genius-esque, but he had this like bucket hat, like those ones with like the brim as well. Like he seems like a little bit geeky or something. And it was like everywhere got locked down. That's all I remember from it. Devil Survivor is the game I started with. It's my favorite one. Yeah, I remember it being really good, and I remember as well, like, it was something like the things, wasn't it like the thing that you're using in it, like to get the, like to summon the demons and stuff, it was like actually just a DS or something, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I was like, oh, he's got a DS too, because I remember getting it like, oh god, I remember getting it in like high school. But yeah, I loved that game. I should do a replay of that, actually. I've not, like, to be honest, I've not fiddled with my DS in a while. So maybe I should. Maybe I should play that. Because I've been, let's just run. Let's run. Okay. Actually, no, now that I think about it, I have been replaying Professor Layton. They get the DS as they call comps. Yes! Yeah, that was what they were. Yeah, I really should replay that. Because, yeah, I haven't been playing my DS as much as I should. Like I said, now that I remember it, I have actually been replaying Professor Layton. I just finished Curious Village again. And I'm playing Pandora's Box. Ooh, I didn't realize that they remade Devil Survivor for the... Ooh, I didn't realize that they remade that for... I better equip this one. No wonder it was taking extreme damage. What was I even saying? Oh, I didn't realize that they had remade it for the 3DS. That's really cool. Maybe I'll check that out, actually. Because that sounds awesome. This is really close to leveling up as well. Very nice. Remakes have expanded content too. Ooh, I always love extra content. That makes me even more likely to replay something like if it's something that I already loved before, and it's like, hey, the same game that you love with extra stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm in. They don't even have to add that much extra stuff. Honestly, I'm a fucking textbook consumer. It's like if somebody like rocks up to me and says like, here you go, this is the exact same thing that you've bought 50 million times, but slightly altered, and you're gonna like deal with severe like FOMO if you don't buy it. I'm gonna be like, you're damn right I will. Fucking take my money. Thanks a lot. It's like a lot of people, I don't know, it like, for example, will complain about the second Dragon Age. Chad, thanks for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, a lot of people complain about the second Dragon Age and say like, oh, like it's not as good as the first, which fair. But like they talk about it like, oh well, it's just a big like money grab and this, that, and the other. I'm like, you're fucking damn right it is, and I still spent money on it. What is the character you less use? I would say Goro. Like he's powerful, but I find him to be very slow, and it makes me anxious. So I find that I use him the least. I would say when it comes to the characters that I use the most, it would be Zao, then Ruby, then Osmond, then Toen, then Ungaga, and then Goro. But to be honest, I've been cycling through them quite a lot in this game because I've been trying to just do a bit more. Like I've been trying to get their weapons leveled up a bit more evenly than I normally do in a playthrough. Thanks for the shares, Chad. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm trying to be... I'm really trying to level them up a bit more evenly this time around, which is what I did the last time when I was replaying The Legend of Dragoon, instead of just focusing on the same characters constantly, because I feel like, I don't know, I want to give a bit more love to the rest of them now. Because I do. I really very much do the same thing over and over and over again. Oh my days. I cannot freaking believe that they still need all this stuff. Okay. Well, that sucks. Okay, well. Oh my god, this goes up more? Titties! Yowza. Oh my days. Alright, well. This can't... Oh my goodness, share bombs. Thank you so much, Chad. So it's whole. stuff that I need, actually. So, I wonder... No, wait. So it's undead fish and metal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this. That's fine. You can have it. Hope you're having a good night. I am. Thank you so much, and thank you for all of the shares. I really appreciate it, Chad. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just playing through good old Dark Cloud. Let's see, actually, what have we got going on here? This has got no fish, some metal. Yowza. Okay, interesting. I wonder, actually. Nah, let's just do it. Let's just do this. Okay, yeah, thank you so much, you guys. Thing. God, I cannot believe that she still needs so much stuff. Alright, screw it. Let's see. Customize. What is even? There's no wind on this. Fish. No, wait, that's not even what she needed. She needs Mimic and Undead, which are also either of them need things. Mimic, get over here. Come to Mama. Take those. Thank you very much. I wonder if I can take that Mimic off of him. I unfortunately got a volume to work on something while we're here with you. Sorry, I don't have a lot more time today, but I look forward to seeing you a lot more. You're awesome. Thank you so much, and honestly, don't worry about it at all. Thank you so much for coming in here and having a chat with me. I really, really, truly appreciate it. And you have an amazing day. Thank you so much. And it will still... yes, it will still go to Agasaur. Nice. Okay, alright. Yeah, it's still gonna go. So, what do we want to do? Oh geez, I didn't catch that alert, whoever that was, whether it was a share or a like or a follow or anything. Thank you so much. I think we are gonna put some fire on here because he's not got enough fire. So yeah, we'll do that. Upgrade to the other sword. Okay, customize. Put that on there. Boom. Wonder if that'll work. I hope so. I really truly do. Yeah, that's a lot better. Let's make my brain less upset. Ooh, there we go. That's even better. Except for you. Perfect. Alright, let's keep doing this. I'm just gonna keep using her. A pearl! Get out of town! I think that does Mimic as well. Let's find out. Why did it seem like I was just humming like YYZ? That's weird. It's Thunder and Undead. Oh, I'm guessing that the other one's like... that is just fine. Let's put this there. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. So stoked about this. Another diamond! Get in. Oh, what a time to be alive. Don't you dare put that in the bin. I swear to God I will lose the will to live. Oh. Oh, exquisite. Exquisite. Yep, that's more undead. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I am so stoked about this. Okay. Let's put some things in here that we don't really need. Let's put, just so we can, like, switch a couple of doodads around. Because we have got a freaking full house going on in this. Alright, let's see. How much did it add? So that's 5 to undead. Yeah, another 5 to mimic. And it was this. We'll add more to the undead. Yes. Oh my days. That is just glorious. Ugh. Exquisite. Alright. Alright, let's level this biatch up again. I am stoked. I am so stoked. You do not even understand. I think next I'll probably put the Peridot on her as well. I don't know how long it's gonna friggin' take to level up this slingshot, but oh boy, it's probably gonna be a while. It's definitely gonna be a while. We gotta get it done. It's gotta happen. How many? Let's see, what's it going up by? It's already at 48. Nice. Daniel plays like the stream. Thanks for the like, Daniel. Welcome on in. Still just on the first floor here. Winch gem. Alright, well, we got some pretty decent stuff, so I can't be too mad about getting a cracked box. So if it was 48, let's see what we're at now. 60. So 12. That's not bad, actually. 12 XP every time. Perfect. Boom. So exciting. I really want to get Zeos leveled up to the next slingshot in this dungeon, and I want to get Toan's leveled up to the next sword in this dungeon at least. So let's see if we can make that happen. That would be amazing. That would be so amazing. So very amazing. Alrighty. Test my courage. Whoa, whoa, excuse you. Ah! Nearly got me. Nearly got me. Probably a couple of floors like this, and we'll be good. Haha, you suck. Oh. Got me. Let's see, what do do we have in terms of the parts anyway? We did find a bunch of stuff. Ooh, interesting. Nope. Don't have anything that goes in there. Oh well. Oh well. I'm super stoked that I found so many amazing gems. That was like... Oh, Liza. Oh god, there's too many of them. Oh god. Stop all shooting at the same time. Yes. Stupid effing moonbugs. Perfect. Give me money. I cannot wait until we get to the next area. Not because like I want to speed through this or anything. Like it's got nothing to do with like this dungeon. Because I do like this dungeon. But it is going to be super awesome getting to the last dungeon. That is the bonus one. Because A, I love that dungeon, and B, the Fairy King is there, and he sells, like, really good attachments. So it'll be nice, we'll probably be doing tons of, like... Oh, feck this guy. Boom! Tomorrow's the big day. Oh my god, I bet you guys are like absolutely chuffed, like super stoked. What's how's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? Were you able to get the stuff done yesterday that you'd wanted to do? Is everything all good and like ready to roll? It feels like it was just yesterday when you told us that like Gabrielle was pregnant with the twins. It's like it's so crazy how much time flies. Like I can't believe that like they're like gearing up to come like out here like out into the world. It's so crazy. Built my son's classroom, got everything taken care of. Time flies. When have you already started homeschooling them, or is that starting soon? That's gonna be pretty interesting. Like a pretty interesting experience, like for you and for him. Like it's gonna be pretty cool. Like, especially like you've got your like workspace and stuff ready for. Because I know that like not all parents like have like a specific like classroom, almost like workspace thing. Like they just do it at the dining room table. So I bet it'll add like that extra little bit of like feeling like, okay, like this is like a proper like classroom, like make you feel almost like in the zone. So I know that I always feel like better when I have a space dedicated to the thing that I'm doing. He's been homeschooled for kindergarten. Now we're moving up. That's pretty awesome. So what grade is he in? So he's in grade one then. The grades are like different and stuff here. And like kids, I mean in the UK, like kids finish school at like 16. It's not, I think Canada's pretty similar, like education-wise. 6 going into grade 1, yeah. Oh man. I remember grade 1, kind of. My teacher was Miss Braun. I remember a seagull pooping on my shirt and not realizing that it was there until it was story time, and Miss Braun took me into the bathroom and was like, "There's poop on your shirt." And I was like, "Oh no, how embarrassing." Thankfully, no one saw. She was a very nice teacher. She's very pretty as well. She said, going off on a terrible tangent. At least your son will never have to deal with anything like that. A seagull pooping on his shirt and worrying about his classmates. You know, like, there's poop on you. There's obviously far more benefits than shirts with no poo to homeschooling, of course. It's just one of many benefits. That ends not having to ask some random adult permission to go to the bathroom. That always sucked. I think public school is a joke. Yeah, honestly, I feel like there's so much potential there, and you can see it sometimes with the way, like, some private schools are run, where it's like they get all of this extra money and stuff where they're able to provide, like, so much more. And it's just, it sucks that it's like, that, like I said, there's so much potential there, and it's just, yeah. I mean, I can't say we gotta buy our kids bulletproof backpacks these. Yeah, that's absolutely not okay. You're completely right. It's just, you should never, I mean, when a parent releases, like, what's the word I'm looking for? When a parent basically, like, places their children into the care of other adults when they're going to work, going out, whatever, what have you, like, whether it's a babysitter or a daycare or school, or, like, they should feel as they're walking away, like, they should feel that their child is completely, like, is as safe in that space as they might be with their parents. Like, you should never, like, feel in your heart ever worried that your child is unsafe in the place that you have put them. Like, it must just be a sickening feeling, and I'm sure that that's probably like a massive weight off of yours and Gabrielle's shoulders, knowing that, like, you don't have to be in that position now, because they will never be safer than they are with you, really. So, you know, like, they're in the safest place that they could possibly be, because they're with mom and dad. So I think that's really great. But yeah, I can't imagine how upsetting and conflicting that must be, because it's like, sending kids to school is already so nerve-wracking for parents, especially when it's like the first day of school and you're like, oh my god, my baby's growing up, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, that should really be the only, like, sadness and worry that you should ever feel. It's just like, oh my god, my child's growing up way too fast. I can't handle this. This is all happening so fast. It should never be like, I don't know if my child is as safe here as they are with me. Tristan's such a sweet kid. He was getting bullied his first week of kindergarten, so I pulled him. It's better for us. I'm the type of parent that would show up to the bully's parents' house and whine. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That really sucks. That really sucks about Tristan, because it's, I feel like when stuff like this happens, when stuff like that happens, I mean, it's just, it taints society as a whole for so much children, and then they start to think that it's not okay to have emotions, and especially for little boys as well, because it's one of those things where it's like, when a little girl gets upset in public, like, yeah, she'll get made fun of, but it's mostly just like just getting made fun of for the sake of being made fun of. But little boys so often get told that, like, they're not supposed to cry, or they're not supposed to be sad about stuff, and it's like, when you've got a little dude that's, like, comfortable with his emotions and comfortable showing his emotions, it just makes me so sad that there are people out there that will basically tell them, oh, man up, and you need to grow up and do this and do that, and it's like, no, like, that little dude's got the right idea, like, he's allowed to feel feelings. That's just madness to me. Physically bullied as well, yeah, that's completely fucked up, and I'm betting that they probably didn't do shit all about it either. I find that that's, like, personally speaking, when I was in public school, like, I can't tell you how many times things got escalated to, like, physical bullying, and they're just like, oh, well, you need to make sure that you tell a teacher, and you're never allowed to hit back, and all that kind of crap, and it's like, you know what? Like, just fucking don't be telling kids that they can't defend themselves. Like, never use more force than what was used on you, but I mean, other than that, it's just, I don't know. I never really agreed with that, and I always fought back and ended up getting suspended anyway, so I guess I'm not really the best person to ask. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, ooh, tell a teacher, and then you tell a teacher, and they're like, well, and it's like, why even say it then? Like, why even ask? Like, why even ask, like, why the kid didn't speak to a teacher when this is the response that they're gonna get from the teacher? Like, what? What the hell? What is going on here? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Absolutely bananas. Just unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior. Oh my god. I think I've just figured something out here. Oh my days. Glorious. Yes. But yeah, that is one thing that I really, really hate about public school. It's just, get out of here with that shit. Telling me to tell the teacher, and then they're not even gonna help. Like, people. It sucks because I don't know. Half of them don't feel like getting involved because they're like, yeah, well, we don't get paid enough for this shit. It's like, yeah, you don't, but it's unfortunate. It's not the kid's fault. You know what I mean? Like, do what you can. It sucks, but this is Earth. Welcome. Life is unfair, and it sucks a lot. And all you can do is try your best to make it not suck. Oh my gosh. I'm finally up to a crystal ring with this chick. I could not be more stoked. Oh my god, we've got like a million thingies for it. What's, so if he's going into grade 1, I'm sure he probably doesn't have like a favorite subject or anything, but is there anything that Tristan's like really interested in that he's like, I don't know, is there any like subjects that it kind of seems like he might have more of an interest in than others? Like, does he like to read, or does he like math, or that sort of thing? My mom used to use that like Hooked on Phonics stuff on me as a kid, and I freaking loved it. I'm wondering if it's the which one that I want. I have a feeling that it probably is. So let's just, oh my god, look at them. There's so many of these. Yeah, there's so many of these. Okay, do this now. I'm just gonna, not even homeschool, it's a blessing. Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure there's like, it sucks when there are parents that wish that they could and don't have the ability to. So to be able to and also have that be something that you desire, like it's like a perfect storm, isn't it? Like it's like worked out quite well. He's interested in reading because when he learns how to read properly, he can figure out video games a little better. Oh, bless his heart. Oh, bless it. That's hilarious. But you know what? That's a great yeah, that's a great way to get him into reading. I mean, like, some video games have some pretty damn awesome lore, so like those are some pretty cool stories that he's gonna be able to like experience and like get interested in once he's like more proficient at reading and stuff. So that's pretty admirable, actually. Like, hopefully he just continues to take advantage of it as well. Have you been, because you bought Harry Potter a while back, didn't you? Have you been reading him that one, or is he more interested in like reading himself like he does it? Does he like to be read to, or does he prefer kind of like being independent? You're so close to leveling this up. Alright, let's see. Oh, fire the cannon. To the next floor. Please don't be a limited zone, and if it is, please don't be like one of those ones that takes Yes, glorious. Okay. I gotta teach him how to read, so it's kind of hard for him to read by himself. Yeah, that's completely fair. I used to, like, I think when I was younger, like when my mom read to me, I used to like to at least like pretend that I was like trying to do it too. So I don't think I'm much, if I'm remembering correctly, I don't think that I much liked being read to. I liked to feel like I was like a part of the situation. I'm reading to Theo a lot right now, like when he goes for his nap or when he goes to bed and stuff. I hope that he ends up liking reading, because I did like it a lot as a kid, but granted, I mean, when you and I were kids, it was a little bit more difficult to have access to like the internet and stuff, and I mean, like, none of us had like cell phones, so it's definitely a lot more difficult to focus on a book now, because I'll like fall into like rabbit holes of like research on the internet where I'm like, like, so like, what's up with the Marianas Trench? And then I just go on this freaking 2-hour binge of like articles and stuff about the, like, who fucking needs to know that much information on the Marianas Trench? Not me. And apparently I had to like look that up. I don't know why. I honestly don't. I don't even remember how I had gotten onto that tangent, but yeah, I wish I read as much as I did as a kid. My mom was super into reading. I used to steal books from her all the time. I was reading like Danielle Steele romance novels probably long before I should have. I don't think she realized I was taking those books, because by the end of it she was like, oh my god, why are you reading this? And I'd already gotten like 5 books in. But like, at least like video games these days as well, like you've still got like tons of lore. He'll get tons of information out of some of them. That's so cool that he wants to learn how to read to do like more video games though. That's so sweet. I hope Theo ends up being into video games. Is it mostly Fortnite that Tristan's been playing, or does he have like other favorite games? Hey Edward, how you doing? Welcome into the stream. Just playing some Dark Cloud. Hoping to level up Zayo's slingshot soon. Fingers crossed. So funny that fish is wearing a spacesuit. Oh, cool. Doing amazing. How are you? Doing great. My tummy is full. I've got my tea. I'm playing some video games, hanging around and talking with some friends. I literally could not be doing better. Mom, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in. How are you doing? Let's see. Yeah, like, look at this guy. What is this? What is this all about? Why is he wearing a spacesuit? Why is this fish in space? And also, I'm noticing that it looks like he's wearing oxygen tanks, but his mask is not over his nose. Weird. Super weird. Yeah, he's fine. Just got home from working, eating dinner, and fixing boss's laptop. What are you having for dinner? We just had some leftovers of our enchilada soup. Probably have some more leftovers for lunch tomorrow. Cause I think we're having a curry tomorrow night. Jalfrezi in it. Yeah. Oh, titties. Oh, we're getting so close to leveling up. I kind of hope this is a mimic. Oh, it's not. Let's say poison? Yes. Sandwich. Ooh, what kind of sandwich? Sandwiches are like a sax. Really? Ugh, terrible sword. Curry. Yeah, I know, right, Mom? Delicious. Hey, Micah, how you doing? Thanks for the like on the stream. Welcome in. Now we're having a taste of curry tomorrow. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Fire the cannon. Oh, thanks for the share, Micah. Thank you very much. We're going to the next floor. We're doing it. We are doing it. Please don't be a limited zone. Please don't be a limited zone. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely a limited zone because it's Ruby. Well, that sucks a little bit, but okay. Ooh, let's see. Maybe ice would be better. I don't actually know. Like 5 kinds of meat, mayo, honey mustard, dragon cheese, peppers, lettuce. Ooh. That is like, when you said sandwich, like I wasn't sure if you were gonna say like, oh, like it's nothing, like it's not really a big dinner, like I don't have time, but like that is on another level sandwich. That is like, that's not just an average sandwich, that is like a proper meal sandwich. And also, I think I'm salivating a little bit because that sounds lush. I love honey mustard as well. Ugh. That's such a good accompaniment for a sandwich. Especially a sandwich like that. Yep, I'm getting spit in my mouth. 3 up here, thank you. Girl, you need to frickin' calm yourself. I feel like such an oddball sometimes. Why do you feel like an oddball? Girl, do not. Five kinds of meat just makes me want to puke. That's fair, man. It's different strokes, isn't it? Like I mean, like I'm lactose intolerant, so I mean, like cheese really should be one of those things that like when I hear about it, I feel like, oh, that sounds awful. But I'm always just like, oh God, I love cheese so much. But it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, and you've been a vegetarian for a while now as well. So if you did have any meat, you probably would puke at this point, wouldn't you? Because it's like your body would be like, what is this? What are you putting in me? Like, how dare you? Because I've heard of like vegetarians like accidentally consuming meat or something and just being like just viciously ill. So I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like, and I mean, as a comparison as well, like back before I quit smoking, I would smell cigarette smoke, or like just after I'd quit as well, where I'd be like, ugh. But now it's like when I smell it, I'm like, I eat it once a day, so it better be good. Yeah, weird hot meat would make me sick. Scott, thank you for the like on the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, but yeah, that's exactly it. It's just like now, like your body has adapted to like your new diet and everything, and it's doing its thing based on like all the like nice healthy like fruit and veg and everything else that you're putting in there, and it's just doing its thing. So yeah, probably at this point, yeah, your body would just be like just like an internal scream, but like heard throughout the world. Just be like the worst poops. Ash Dawn has liked the stream. Thank you so much for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Shun the non-believers. No, I think it's different strokes in it. Like, there's people like that do eat meat that like won't eat certain meat. Like, I know plenty of like meat eaters. I mean, my husband included. He wouldn't touch sushi with like a 20-foot pole. Like, he just made a gagging noise just now. And it's like, yeah, like I mean, I know loads of meat eaters they'll eat like chicken and turkey, like mostly like poultry and stuff, but will not touch any red meats whatsoever. And it's just, yeah, it's just our bodies all just run on different stuff. It's like different kinds of cars, isn't it? Like with like diesel or regular petrol fuel. Hi again, great to be here. Thank you so much for coming on back in. It's great to have you here. I think it said a pink beam. I keep not paying attention, but I am going to repair this because God forbid anything happens to this GD ring. I will actually cry. But actually, I'm going to put some more endurance on this because you need it. You need it. Actually, we'll put that there. Oh, what am I thinking? There was already a witch on there. Am I on drugs? I'm not going to say the whole thing, just in case. So my grandmother watches these sometimes, and that's, if it even sounds like it, it's her least favorite swear word. You're one of the first to ask, and no, it's not. It's still fine if I keep calling you Micah, though, right? Because it's on there. Damn it! I just missed somebody's alert. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's Lydia. Thank you so much for the share on the stream. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. How are you doing tonight? Oh my God, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Thanks, ADHD. All right. We need holy. Thank you for the shares, Lydia. Thank you. Alright, there we go. Boom. Alright, there we go. Just holy on that. I wonder if that's gonna... Ooh, she did not like that. Ooh. 2 witches, 1 blast. Kitty, bang, bang. Alex thinks that if we ever were to make like merchandise that it needs to say kitty bang bang on it, which I'm starting to believe now that maybe it should. Ironically, my name is actually not that is fun. Oh, okay. Well, that would be really easy for me to remember, but since you're going by that on the profile, would you prefer to still just be called Micah, or do you want me to call you Alex? Because that will be super easy for me to remember, because that's literally my husband's name. It reminds me of The Simpsons. Oh my God, yes. When I was in school, I cannot even tell you how many times I got called Amanda Hug and Kiss, and I was like, oh my God, like if one more person fucking says that to me, like I'm gonna start throwing punches. Waiting on my stink brother to print one paper from Office Depot that seems to have taken 30 minutes already. He is worse than a woman. He's gonna end up like coming back with like $80 worth of like exclusive like comfort pens, like the ones that have those like nice like finger grips on them that stop you from getting like calluses or something. It was a deal. It was a steal. Tried to make a fake profile once, but Facebook wouldn't let me, so I quit trying. I guess people like anonymity. Yeah, for me, it's like, it really is like hit and miss, because it's like sometimes I'm like, I don't know, like sometimes, especially if I'm like making new friends and stuff, I want them to know who I am, because I'm like, first off, you need to know what you're getting into if you're going to be friends with me, because like, this. But also, it's just like, I don't know, like I'm I'm weird about making friends. Like, even the ones that I've, like, met in real life, like, in person, I'm constantly, like, if they even, I don't know, if they even, like, look at me like a weird way, I'm like, oh my god, they hate me. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? They don't want to be friends anymore. Like, what's happening to my life? So I do like to keep everything, like, under my name for that reason as well, so that when I'm, like, making and, like, meeting new friends, it's like I can, like, socialize what I feel is, like, properly. But then, yeah, at the same time, when there's, like, I do prefer anonymity when it's something like someone being all like, hey bitch, die in fire, and I'm like, oh god, I really wish that my real name wasn't on Facebook right now so that I know for sure that this person isn't gonna come over to my house and fucking commit arson or something. I'm falling asleep in the car. Oh damn. Oh damn. When he comes back, if he doesn't have, like, a snack for you, I say you just, I don't know, prank him or something. That's what like siblings do, right? I used to scare my brother when he came out of rooms when we were young. So that's about as close to pranking as we got, but we're not that close in age. Fake name or real name, if they wanted to find out, they will. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's the, like, scariest thing about the internet. Is it's just like if somebody straight up wants to, like, find me for terrible reasons, they'll figure it out. Hopefully I'm not, like, I don't know. I'm hoping that, like, I'm such a, what's the word? Such plain white rice that nobody could even be fucking bothered to look for me. It's just like, oh, this bitch is boring. There's no point in fucking worrying about ruining her life. Yeah, let's do this. Let's upgrade. What do we even need again? Magic, fire, thunder, holy, undead, witch. Thunder. I think that thunder I needed for both. Yeah. Fire, thunder, holy. Fire, thunder. Nice. Cool. Okay. So we'll put some thunder on here because it looks like we're going to need it regardless. I usually just delete everyone and add new people. I don't know. I wish someone would. Come here to get yourself robbed. What's I'm assuming that it's like when you go like I just like whatever. I wish a motherfucker would type deal. I mean, you guys know me. I don't want anybody, like, just coming in, getting into my, like, grill or anything. I fucking still cry at Hercules. Somebody showed up to my house and was all like, I'm here to fucking rob you. I just, like, bursted into tears and be like, please don't do that. I'm very sad. Please don't do that to me. I think that it's like that episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine where Gina's like, you need to be an alpha, and Charles is like, no, like, I think I'll just be I'll beta, like, an alpha into, like, standing up for me, basically. And I think that's, like, basically, like, my tactic. I just, like, beta people into, like, feeling bad for, like, making me sad or, like, hurting my feelings. Like, if somebody's all like, oh, man, like I'm gonna fucking come at you. I'm like, please don't do that. That would make me very sad. Like, I used to be a fucking hard ass when I was in, like, high school and middle school, but I used up all of my balls back then. Now I'm just like, please don't. I'll be super sad. I'm just like a big ol' emotional wreck. Aw, man. Oh, well, actually, I don't wish me for wood, honestly. I try to avoid shit like that, and plus, I don't want to shoot anyone. Yeah, that's a very good way of looking at it. It's one of those things where it's like, I mean, like, self-defense, if you absolutely gotta, but nobody really wants to hurt another person. It's like I don't wanna, but, like, I don't know, if someone were to, like, threaten my family, it'd be like that fucking episode of, like, Walking Dead where he thought that they were gonna kill Carl and he bites the guy's throat right out. I'd do that for my kid. I'd straight up do it. If somebody were like, I'm gonna kill your kid, I'd be like, well, there goes your throat. I've still got teeth in my mouth, and that means I've still got weapons. COVID done made everyone too broke to rob. Yeah, exactly. Like, if somebody came at me and was like, I'm gonna rob you, I'd be like, alright, have fun with this, like, £2, 5p, friend. Enjoy. Don't spend it all in one shop. Let the record show I sold all my guns. I definitely don't have ammo buried in my yard. Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. Can I borrow it? Oh, man. I'll be honest, I've never actually shot a gun. I've shot a BB gun. I'm sure that's not anything remotely similar. That's the extent. Wait, I was gonna put something on a weapon. Wasn't I? No, yes. Yes! I was gonna upgrade and then put something on a weapon. Customize. Wait. Build up. Yeah, still needs more thunder. Yep, still needs more thunder. Okay. Alright, so we'll do that. And then put some fire. Oh. Very nice. Glorious! A couple. I mean, I sold them. I don't have any. Yeah, what are you guys talking about? Daniel doesn't keep any of that stuff. And no, I was gonna repair it, wasn't I? I was gonna repair it. That's what I was gonna do. Thanks, Goblin Brain. Thanks for remembering the important stuff. Wee wee gun. Try to rob me, they get disappointed. They may shoot me because I'm broke. I mean, I would hope not. I find that a lot of, I mean, personally speaking, like any of the times that I've been robbed, they just like wanted stuff. So it's like, most of the time it's just people that are desperate, which still isn't great. It's like, don't do that, like don't be shitty. But most people don't want things to get violent. And it's just, it really only gets violent when the person's like defending themselves, which is like fair. Like, it's like nobody wants to get robbed. Like, obviously you're gonna be like, listen, come at me and I'll fuck you up. If I had the balls to, I would defend myself. I mean, I would probably just curl up in the fetal position and cry. That's pretty much my signature. The crying, not the fetal position. The fetal position is only for special circumstances. I mean, yeah, as a, like, kid by, like, other bigger kids, like, Discmans and stuff, like CDs, like pocket money. I've never had, like, as an adult, I've never had another grown-ass adult do it. So it was like, yeah, it was like other kids, like, threatening me and stuff. Obviously, like, the kids at my school were pretty sketch, so some of them did, like, a couple of them did get suspended for, like, bringing knives to school and stuff, and those were usually the kids that, like, robbed other kids. But, there was one kid that ended up getting expelled as well, and he was one that used to, like, take other kids, like, pocket money and stuff. He, like, oh my god, what did he even do? Him and another kid got into an argument, and he trapped the other kid behind a door and started slamming the shit out of it so hard he broke all of the kid's, like, front teeth. Robbed, but not by gunpoint. More from relatives. Yeah, that's so disgusting. I mean, it's, like, not to say that it's not disgusting for people to rob, just, like, in general, but to do it from family as well, like, that's a whole other level of, like, broken trust. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's bad enough, like, when you're doing it to someone that you don't know, because it's like you're harming someone, but to do it to, like, someone that might, like, trust you, or, like, you know, someone that's part of your family, is just straight up fucked in it. Shooting automatic guns in Nevada was fun. I'd like to shoot again. Yeah, I've never seen it. And also, Jordan, thank you so much for coming into the stream. How have you been? How have you been? Almost missed that comment there. I feel like shit. I'm so sorry. Hey, good. Saw the notification. Yeah, I'm just, we're about an hour and 15 in, it looks like. I'm just, 5 floors into the Moon Sea, which I'm pretty stoked about. I'm hoping that this I'm gonna be able to finish this off soon. Attack, magic, wind, mimic, seriously. Ugh. So we'll do that. Attack. Mimic. that helps a bit, but let's use that upgrade powder, and then we'll see if that's helped at all. Build up. Nope. Attack, magic, wind. Oh, at least we don't need any more mimic. Yay! Wait, actually, how much wind do we need? It says 37 we've got, so customize. I don't actually think that I've got any more magic doodads anyway. We'll put some attack on there. Let's see what everybody else has got. Alright, customize. I don't think that adds any magic. It doesn't. Eh. Sometimes I like put stuff on my other weapons because I don't have room in my backpack. One shot at and mortar bombed, but I was in a war zone, so I was asking for it. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Doesn't mean it does not suck balls. It's fucking awful. I'm assuming after all of that you've probably got tinnitus. Speed. Nope, nothing in there. Nope, more speed. Alright, Ruby, what you got? What you got for me? Nothing important. Gaga, what have you got? Actually, what do you need to build up anyway? Attack, endurance, magic. Oh my god, everything. You literally need everything. What does the bottom one need? Oh my days, man. Let's see. Actually, I think, didn't I put some rock on someone? Maybe it was on Steve? Yes, I did. Okay, I think he needs stone. I think Gaga needs some stone. Yeah, and then there was just fire in that. So we'll just take those back as well, just in case we need them, because I don't. Oh yeah, I put it there because I ran out of space. Oh yeah, I've got tinnitus and hearing loss. Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised, like, after all that shit. Are you playing this on the PS2, modern console, or emulator? Oh, so, I'm playing it on PS4. I bought it on the Sony store, so it's got, like, trophies and everything on it as well. I bought it, like, a while back, but, yeah, so, obviously, like, you probably remember me playing it back when we were in high school, because I obsessed over the same fucking games over and over and over again, so I'm sure I went on and on about this at some point, but I've never actually done the Demon Shaft, which is what you do at the end of the final boss, so I really wanted to take this opportunity to beat the game and then actually do that final dungeon, so I'm super stoked for that, and yeah, I really want to try doing it. Gaga. You're gonna need some of this, I think. And you know what? Actually, here, have some speed. Not in, like, a weird way. Yeah. I'm gonna switch it back to Toen, because I want him to go up to the Aga sword. And because we need to do that. Oh, you know what? Now it's like, so I consider that a blessing. Yeah, I bet. It's one of those things, not that I'd know anything about that, but I'm sure that no matter what the reason, I'm sure that, like, a lot of people, when they come out, that weighs on them, like, quite heavily. It's not... Yeah, I'm sure it's a pretty upsetting thing to have to go through. No matter how much you obviously expect that it might have to happen. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I cannot believe that we've made it this far. I mean, not like, it's not that it's far, but like 5 floors we've done without leaving, and we've not actually really run out of anything. I'm assuming it's because we've been using Zayo this whole time. Just pray every night before bed. The next day I wouldn't have to shoot anybody. Yeah, I'm sure it was really fucking difficult, but it's good that you like, you know, like stayed you during all of it. I guess it's like the best way of putting it. I'm not always very eloquent when I'm like, I can be eloquent when I'm writing it down. It's like the person that you get to talk to when I'm in your streams because I'm typing is like a person that like when I'm deciding to say something, I type it out and then go, nah, I'm gonna say it different. And then I type it out again and I'm like, no, that still doesn't seem right. And then I edit it and then I friggin' put it out. But when I'm talking, obviously that's a little bit different. So I don't come off as intelligent or as eloquent when I'm verbally speaking to people. Yeah, it's good that you were able to stay you as much as you could. I'm getting emotional. I'm sorry, we don't have to, like, if it's not comfortable for you, we can totally change the subject. I don't want you to ever feel put on the spot or sad while you're here. That is absolutely not my intention in any way, shape, or form. I would never want to put you through that. If you want, I can put on, I can watch the video of Hercules on my phone and cry in front of you if it'll make you feel a little bit better. I had a picture of my only son at the time stuck on my bunk, so I saw his face when I went to bed, and I just remember wishing to see him again. Oh, that's really sweet, though. Like, it's just... Like, I get to see Theo every single day, but I know that if I didn't, it would be really, really fucking hard. And, like, I think, like, a picture would be, like... I don't know. Photographs are the best mementos. Like, I love photos. Like, I used to keep photo albums and, like, all that jazz. It's just... I edit my messages over again, and I never sound less of a sarcastic prick. It's pretty great. Yeah, we all love you, though, Jordan. We all love you for exactly who you are, both in person and over the internet. Oh, God, the big box or the small box? I'm gonna close my eyes. I don't know what I'm picking, and click. Fish bait! God. It's a 50-50 chance of getting something that doesn't suck balls, and I still lost. Okay, alright. It's time to get over that. No, don't. Are you sure? Are you sure? All I have to do is watch the, like, 5-second part of the guy saying, "That's Phil's boy," and I'll just be like... I'll just start crying. I'll just straight up start crying. If I think about it for long enough, too, like, if I just, like, close my eyes and think about that part happening for long enough, I could probably coax them out as well. It wouldn't take long. I'm a sap. His small box or big box, yeah. Oh, wait, is this... I don't understand what's happening. Oh, I'm myself. That's why it's not letting me switch to her. What is the matter with me today? What is my problem? I swear to God, I took my ADHD meds this morning. I don't know what my issue is. Alright, and I've got the right thing done. Just, like, look at it, Ruby, for God's sake. What's happening? What is my problem? Ay. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Wait. Oh, yeah. So I'll kill these guys without Towen. But I kind of want to get that little guy with him, because the moon diggers are impossible with Towen. I hate having to kill them with someone close range. Small. I know, I picked the small box, and normally I pick the small box because if you're gonna get something good, it's normally from the small one, because you'll get like gems and cool stuff like that in there. But then every once in a while, you get literal fish bait, like you get like a worm or minion, whatever the fuck that thing was called, and it's just tragic. Why is everyone getting so thirsty, like, constantly? And actually, you know what? It's bothering me that this one is the one that's open, so we'll do that. Oh my god. Apparently I've forgotten how to run. Look at all the dust coming up from his feet because he's running so fast. Doesn't run as fast as the guys in your game, Daniel, but at least when he runs, he doesn't look like an absolute weirdo, because those guys running in your game, it's an absolute gong show. It's like the game is like, it gets so serious and it's like so cool, but then the second they start running, I'm like, I can't take you people seriously. It's like absolute bananas. It's like they're shaking like, and it's like these tiny little steps, but they're going so fast. Oh my god. I'm gonna not be able to sleep tonight. I guess I'll play Castlevania all night. Ooh, man. All-nighter? I don't know about that. I know that you're super excited, but like you don't wanna be too tired for when they induce Gabrielle. You're gonna be like kicking yourself later. You gotta try. Maybe some warm milk. Yeah, the speed boost thing is pretty ridiculous, but it's nice, I can't lie. No, I can completely see why it's super fun and like useful and stuff to use, but it is, they look bananas when they do it. It's just so funny. I don't understand. Up till 4 or 5 and we gotta be there at 7. Oh, titties. Oh my god. Yep, that's fair. Yeah, looks like you're gonna be up all night. Well, makes you feel any better, obviously, when I go to bed at like 11:30 my time, you know I'll be up to see you play whatever it is that you're playing by the time I get up. You know me. You know me. Damn it! I was gonna frickin' heal my water. What is the matter with my brain today? What is going on? Alright, actually, I'm gonna have some tea. I'm gonna have some tea before it goes completely cold. I bet you anyone needs cold anyway. Could be colder, but it's definitely cold. Oh my god. Adam's alarm clock. Yep. Oh my god. When he came up with that nickname, I was like, is this gonna be a one-time thing, or is this gonna turn into like a thing? And then it turned into a thing. And now that it's who I am now. Just like, oh man. I know that people can't pick their own nicknames, but damn! It's just like, makes me sound like a friggin', like a killjoy. Like one of those people that they're like, you must be real fun at parties. Calling me a friggin' alarm clock. Oh my days. Is this a like thirst level or something? Like what is going on here? Why is everyone so thirsty all the time? And why do I keep going to weapon instead of my backpack? Actually, let's see what parts we've got. Ooh. I don't think we've got this doohickey yet. Play some ARAM with me later, bro. Yeah, that would be cool seeing you guys play together again. Because the last few times that I've been on, you've been obviously having to like play by yourself and stuff. You guys were a pretty good team. Yes. Boom. Boom. There we go. We've not got any people yet though. Okay, so I've not got another one of those yet. And no, I don't think so. Oh well. Do this. Nice. Okay, yeah, it's looking like... Yeah, I can't pick that up without getting rid of the rest of them. Okay. Well, that's weird. I wonder why my game's not picking up. It should be on there. It did come up as Dark Cloud when I did the little clickety-clack. I didn't do my description either. God, I'm a gong show. Oh well. the two. I might not have them on. Oh no, wait. Someone put notify in the stream forever ago. Yeah, Andre put notify on at the beginning of the stream, and it says you'll be notified when Manuran Gaming goes live. But yeah, for some reason my playing thing isn't coming up, which is very strange. Let me see. It does say that I'm playing Dark Cloud. It does say, like, on the thingy. Maybe it's only the notify one that's working for me then, because yeah, it's weird that it's not coming up with followage. So maybe I haven't unlocked them yet, but maybe notify is like an automatic one? I'm still so new. I'm still just a baby streamer. Looks like some are working and some aren't. Yeah. Wrong show. Let's see. Back to Ruby. Nice. Oop. Actually, let's switch over to Zaya. Monsters pumped with energy. Well, that doesn't really matter because there's no monsters left. Captain Obvious. No, I did understand what you meant. I don't know. Maybe it is just notify though. Doesn't really make any sense though. I don't know. We do not have a lot of water left. Oh my god, we've got so many potato cakes. Dear Lord. Yeah, we're starting to like run out of room in here too. Fire the cannons. I think I might actually leave the dungeon for a second so that I can sell some stuff. Could Facebook not afford to script in a few buttons, maybe a drop down, LOL commands? Yeah, that is weird now that I think, because like notify, I mean you could, it does just, you would think that it just, everything works when there's a box. I'm sorry, I got very distracted. You would think that because notify is just like it just should just get notifications when you follow. But the rest of them, no commands. LOL. Yeah, I guess not. Maybe it's just notify then. I don't know why notify is the only one that's working. That is strange. Oh, Daniel, I meant to say still no, I mean on Saturday, like this coming Saturday, it will have been 2 weeks since I created the page, and I've still not, had any sort of notification or anything on like the content creator area to say that like I've got, audition space or anything. I don't think, because you said that it's pretty random, didn't you? So I think that maybe it's just, I just don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think it's going to happen for me. Oh my god, look at all my gold. Alright, let's see. Why can't I put more stuff in here? God, how much gold do I even have? Because I want to put more potato cakes. I suppose I could... I don't know. What do I get rid of? Because I guess I can just have 2 of everything. Pick up. Put a potato cake in there. I think the potato cakes are the most important, though. I'll take one of these, too. And I'll put another potato cake in there. I think I'll probably sell the rest. Your page is 14 days old. No, like, this Saturday that's, like, coming up, it will be. does it not happen unless your page is 14 days old? I thought that was just the level up program, but I also have no fucking idea what I'm doing, so I'm probably just completely wrong. Oh my god, we've got so much stuff. This is gonna make us a decent amount of money, though, I think. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. We'll just go sell all of this and see how much money that'll make us. Yeah, I can't believe that, like, yeah, like it's so crazy. Oh no, I don't know how I got addition space, to be honest. Cause you, like, I mean, like, that Castlevaniacs page, it was, like, wild. Like, I knew that people liked Castlevania, like, I knew that it was, like, a fairly big, like, thing, but, like, the people that are on that page, like, are such massive fans. Like, it's so cool, like, seeing all those people, like, come together for that page, if you get me. Streamers need to enable chat commands before you, it can only be used. Looked it up real quick. Damn it. So that's yet another thing that I need to figure out how to fucking do. Alright, I'll have to do that in a bit. He is paying me for it. No idea what to charge yet. I suppose it, like, can't get his laptop, so creating a white upgrade. Yeah, I suppose it depends on, like, how much you feel like the amount of time that you've put into it is worth to you, because obviously, like, you're doing this in your off time, so you know, like, he should be paying you what you think that off time is worth to you, really. Yeah, I'm getting rid of all of that. Apparently there's a dice roll. Yeah, there is. I don't know how to enable the commands. Oh my god. Alex just farted and it smells like death wafting over here. You ever just get that where you feel like you're in a TV show, you're like, what is that? 50 an hour. Agreed. I would like that in agreement. I'm glad somebody knows my worth per hour. I will also like this. If he understands tech work, he's getting it cheap at 50. Yeah. Agreed. Oh my god, look at all this money I'm getting. This is madness. I'm gonna get rid of this fucking flapping fish. I'm gonna be able to afford so much. Let's see. So I need more water. I need one more of those. Other than that, we're good. But we'll put this in here. And then this is for Goro, so we'll just hand that over to him. Boom! Some more defense for you, my friend. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sell that as well. Paul, thank you so much for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. He understands tech work. Yeah, that page had link and stuff. I was just curious since Notify worked. Yeah, it is weird that one is working. Maybe that's the only one that doesn't need enabling, because it's like, it's just to follow someone. It's just like, hey, like, do this. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping all of this. But I'm gonna get rid of this one. And then obviously I'm not getting rid of any of this, because you never know when it's gonna come in handy. But yes, let's sell. Oh, buy, I mean. Remember using Opcrack to get into Windows computers before. Maybe cheap isn't the right word, but 60 an hour is typical in that field. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Paul. Hi. How are you doing? Thanks for coming into the stream. How are you? This job turned down. It's going to pay me 50 hourly to fix. Stay. Jeez. Rude. Yeah, good. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Just, we finished the first 5 levels of the Moon Sea. I'm just kind of, just selling some things, getting rid of some stuff now, and then I'm gonna pretty much head straight on back there, to be honest. I was thinking 40 if it takes me a while. 20 is a simple fix. No one ever talks about taking apart laptops and scared you're going to break shit. Taking the panel off the keyboard, my screen scares the shit out of me every time. Yeah, that's the set. Like, even if when I was taking apart my PS4 to do that fix, when I was taking apart, like, I took off the top panel and, like, unscrewed the hard drive and everything. Even just that, like, simple little thing, I was like, oh my god, please don't let anything, like, awful happen while this is open. And I, like, kept trying to say to myself, like, listen, like, fucking calm your shit. If anything ends up happening, it's gonna be because you're getting all antsy now. So, like, slow your roll, basically. I'm gonna have so much money saved up, which is good, because, yeah, I think, let's see, how many of those? So 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll sell those as well, so you have that. Now, how much money do I have? So we've got 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Wow. 20,000 gold. That is crazy. Laptops are the worst. I remember taking one apart in school. I got mine at plus and an A+, and then quit. Yeah, I love laptops for, like, the convenience of them, but nothing will beat that feeling of, like, I've not had a proper PC since I lived with my mother. Ever since then, it's been laptops. And yeah, it's just the keyboard. I hate the membrane chiclet keyboards that you get on laptops. Like I was saying to you earlier, Daniel, it's just nothing beats that, like, auditory, like, clickety clack of, like, a proper mechanical keyboard, and I desperately want one. But it would feel weird to get a mechanical keyboard for my laptop. Like, I already have, like, a mouse for it because I use the trackpad when I absolutely have to. But I don't know, like, I just prefer my actual mouse, and this mouse isn't even that good. Like, it's apparently a TechNet, like, but yeah, you can see, like, it's not anything special. Sadly, that's what I have to fix the most often. People just junk them when they get slow. It's crazy. Ugh, that's awful. Retain 3% of the info. HP laptops have the better keyboards. I don't think I have an HP, of our, like, because we have an older laptop that is my husband's that he doesn't use as much because we kind of need to, like, fiddle with it a bit. The one that I'm using right now is a Lenovo. It's a gaming IdeaPad Gaming 3 laptop. And then the one that I had before that was just, it was a Mac, but I got it when I was still in university because I was taking some, like, art courses and stuff as well. But, yeah, this is the first, like, PC I've had in a bit, but it's, like, obviously it's a laptop is what I'm on at the moment. Compare settings, just disable LED function, plug in the mouse and keyboard, close laptop, and game on. Oh! Yeah, I guess that's same networking, security, and binary are a bit blurry. A+ stuff I use so often, like, it's burned in my brain. I do need to, like, I'm doing, like, a couple of, like, random kind of courses online to become more computer literate. I have been taking a typing course too. I was telling Daniel about that before as well, because it's like, when I was in school, I don't know why they did this, but they said to us, oh yeah, if you finish all of your schoolwork, you're allowed to play a game on the computer. And it's like, really? Like, why would you tell us that? Why would you tell us that we're allowed to play a game on the computer once we're done our work? Obviously, we're gonna cheese through it just so we can play a computer game. And that is precisely what I freaking did. I, like, two-fingered it, like, friggin' the chicken pecking, and I looked at the keyboard while I did it. So they're like, oh wow, like, you're really fast. And I'm like, oh yeah, can I play a game now? Yeah, I just completely cheesed my way through it like an asshole. So now I'm paying for it. I'm taking some typing classes to try and figure out how to do it without looking at the keyboard. Wait, I did save here, didn't I? I'm gonna double save. I'm gonna double save because I'm a paranoid weirdo. Alright, and we're going back to the moon sea. Let's see. There we go. Beautiful. Glorious. Let's go. I'm gonna unplug this now because I bet it's done charging. That should be good. There we go. Only 3. LOL. In high school, I would ping the website I wanted to get to in command prompt, then input IP address into www, and it would let me go wherever I'm blocked. I forget what it is that we used in my high school. Actually, I don't know if Jordan is still in the chat. My friend Jordan that was in here talking before, he was the one that taught me how to do it, and it was, yeah, we would go into command prompt and do some sort of, like, I forget what code it is that he taught me to put in, and then we would be able to, yeah, we would just be able to use the internet. That was it. Like, we would just type in, like, whatever we wanted. But, yeah, I completely forget what it was. But I remember doing that, and it was specifically, I'm, like, positive that it was Jordan that taught me how to do it. Troublemakers we were. Don't burger me! Eat some chicken. Eat some chicken, young Toan. You frickin' die. There we go. Glorious. Oh my god, there's another. Listen. I hate locking onto her because then I can't run. I like to run up to them and just but there's a will, there's a way. Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't actually have any computer classes in high school. I should have taken them. So there's so many classes that I just dicked around in that honestly, like, I took ancient history and I just bullshitted my way through it. I remember taking philosophy with a couple of my friends, and like a friend of mine, Casey, we had to do this like report or something together, and we were talking about, like, one of the things was like, I don't know, one of our arguments was like, prove I'm not a lion, and it was basically that like we've made up the word for lion based on like what we believe to be a lion. And it was like, but if you can't believe really anything that you see, because everything is based on like human, like all of our senses and stuff, but we can't necessarily trust our senses because obviously there's people that are colorblind, there's people that are blind, there's this, that, and the other, like things that completely change how we see, hear, and like experience things. It was like, okay, so like this is what we describe to be a lion, but if we're wrong about everything that we think that we know, then prove that I'm not a lion. And it was like the weirdest, I don't know, it was just like, I was taking those classes, and then meanwhile, I probably could, I mean, it was fun, but I probably should have been taking something like a wee bit more tangible. Jess Hill has liked the stream. Thanks for the like, Jess. Welcome on into the stream. How are you doing? I learned computers initially because I wanted to play RuneScape Classic when my parents were too poor for a PC. Got tired of walking 10 miles a day round trips and piece together parts for broken PCs until I got one working. That's pretty freaking awesome, though. That's some like MacGyver shit going on there. That's pretty freaking cool. We are all holograms. I don't know about holograms, but I could be a cyborg. I've not seen the inside of most of my body. I've had surgery. They tell me that I'm human in there, but you never know. Cold just got in from playing with pups in the snow. Aw, that sounds awesome. We're doing good. We've just gotten, I think we're on the 6th floor of Dark Cloud. This is the second last main dungeon. A hologram wouldn't know it's a hologram. I suppose not. It's like a android, like a robot wouldn't know it's a robot. Would it know it's a robot? I mean, I guess it depends on whether or not it's programmed that way. But yeah, Jess, yeah, we're doing good. We're just playing our Dark Cloud Mondays here. This is the second last main dungeon in the game. I'm gonna do the secret dungeon after everything. Meat suits, exactly. What was it? It was something like someone compared, like, our brain is basically like the driver, so like our body is like what you see, like, obviously in Gundam and stuff, like it's just a meat mech. So it's just like this like big like meat mech robot and your brain is the driver. Which is like interesting and also a little bit horrifying, but I mean fairly accurate. Sometimes I'm a unicorn. You are a glorious and majestic unicorn. I mean, I would have more described you as a lion because of just this business. Like, just the lush, majestic mane. But, I mean, unicorns are pretty fucking majestic as well. And, I mean, they have manes, too. And depending on what show or movies you watch, they have those beards. Yes. Apache helicopter. I don't know the differences between helicopters. I will give you that. My lush hair. Yes, your lush hair. But if you watch The Last Unicorn, which is like this 80s movie or whatever, they look like they have like a slight, so I mean, if we're picking like majestic animals to be like philosophically, if we're talking about like, well, how do we know we're human? How do we know we're not just animals? Like, I think the unicorn's as good a choice as any. Did you know that a group of unicorns is called a blessing? A blessing of unicorns. They asked me why. I'm very why. He has a unicorn with a lion's mane. Now that is some friggin' interesting shit there. It's like when you see the like sphinxes in Egypt. Nature is an interesting place. Yes. There's some pretty cool like subreddits like nature is fucking lit or like nature is metal and stuff, and just seeing like animals out there like doing their thing. They're freaking crazy. I mean, like, obviously in like a super cool way, but still they're nuts. I was trying to drink water, that's what I was doing. I'm a fool. I love lions, and I also hate them. They kill cubs when they take over, and that's not cool. Yeah, exactly. They need to realize, like, I'm sorry, man, but you're getting old. You're getting old AF, so you need to, like, you know, let the young ones take over. Like, it's just, you're past your prime, old lion man. Sorry, I'm just organizing it. I promise I'll be done in a second. Boom, there we go. Alright, his thing's gonna level up quite soon as well. That last enemy I think is gonna be the one. Yeah, out of all the animals, humans are the worst. Yeah, we ain't great. I'm not gonna lie there, you guys. Kinda gotta agree with that one. Humans are not fantastic. We're a work in progress. We'll figure it out eventually, right? I mean, we've had a long time to do it, but, you know. I've had a long time to friggin' lose the pregnancy weight, and I still haven't fucking managed that. So, you know, like I said, work in progress. Everything's a work in progress. Let's upgrade this MFer. Let's do it. Oh my god, you guys. We can finally build this up. Woo! Oh my god. Look at that. Exquisite. And Aga, or Aja, or however you want to pronounce it, is Towen's father. He was a very good warrior. Attack, magic, oh my god, literally everything, and then metal. Okay. So actually, I think we are gonna do this. So what was it? Attack. If I put things on that one that this one needs when I break it down. So attack, magic, every single one of those, and metal. No. Ice. I suppose I could probably just put ice on there. Nice. Look at that. So I'm just building that up to a +5, and then I'm gonna break it down and put it. Wait, what is going on here? Was there something over here? Oh no, it's just another box. Oh my god, it's another freaking mimic. Okay. Oh, titties. I wonder if I should change the attribute, maybe? Maybe let's put on to fire. See what that happens. Low key, I want to ask if I can buy this laptop. You never know. If it's the right price, he might be happy to freaking have someone take it off of his hands so he has a good excuse to buy a new one. You never know. Need a bigger sword. Yeah, I just want to get this one to a +5 so that I can break it down and put it on my good one, on my good sword. No, you know what? You can have some meat because you are super low in health. So I'm working my way up to the Chronicle 1. Because the Chronicle 2 we can't get till the end of, till we defeat the Black Knight Pendragon, I think was his name, at the end of the Demon Shaft, so. Listen here, you. Alright, there we go. Pumped with energy. Wow, that super comes in handy since there's no freaking enemies here. Thanks. Lucas Special Star Wars Edition, and it's decked out in red LEDs, 2K screen. Oh my god, yeah, I don't think he's gonna want to get rid of that then. You might be SOL, my friend. If it was me, I'd be like, you were prepared for my cold, dead hands. What does he need doing to it anyway? Like, what's wrong with it? What was it that you had said before that was up with his computer? Lovely. Alright, who's here? Oh, this frickin' guy. Alright, I'm for sure using ice. Eat this. Oh god, run out of. Yeah, screw you. Frickin' fiery D-bag. I'm seriously loving playing this again. Like, it's just so nice. Oh, looks like that's a job for Goro. Yeah, I know. There we go. Beautiful. Trackpad is trash. The mouse flies all over when plugged in. They can't get into it, and it takes 20 minutes to start up. Oof. Oof. That's gonna suck. What was I literally? Yes, I was gonna check this. I was gonna see what else I've got now. Don't think I've got the eye, because that's the eye, so I've not got that yet. I've not got any people for it yet. Yowza. We've got tons of stuff, though. We just need to get the actual, like, bits. Oh, well. Oh. How many are there? Is it 2 of them? Oh, no, this guy's here, too. That's right, come at me. first. We are going to want to do that. And then do that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, screw you. Big angry wolf man. Oh yeah, I forgot that using Ruby, she's got like steel on her. No wonder I found so much stuff the last 5 floors. My friggin' weapons had steel on them because Zeo's has steel on it as well. Nice. Let's go for this first. Nice, okay. I wanted to give her water. That was what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do. Put that bomb there with this. And boom. Alright, let's go back to Toan so that we can open that. That Atla. Ooh, yes, okay. Wrong thingy. There we go. HGR AML. Perfect. Okay, so we need this. This. And this. Nice. So, oh, cool. So we just need that, and then one of these, and then that, to have that, and then I wonder if I take this off for now. Aha. Looks like I can probably finish that. Yes. Perfect. So that's finished. But that's not finished at all now. Okay, so missing that. I need one of those. Perfect. Yeah, we've got some decent stuff finished off here actually. Worth a shot. Oh shit. Gotta go take care of some business. If you're done before I am, have great sleep. I should be here for, I would say, at least another hour, maybe another hour and a half. But yeah, if I don't see you before I go to bed, I shall be on tomorrow about 6:30 my time. So wherever you're playing, whether it's Castlevania X or if it's Crazy Clay Gaming, I'll be hopping right into the chat. But have a great day if I don't see you again. And thank you so much for coming into the stream and chatting with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna kill this stupid lava jerk. Oh god. Okay, right. Oh, he's got me. Oh, he keeps getting me with that stupid stabbiness. Oh my god, they're both really difficult. Okay. Ooh, actually. Okay, he definitely needs to heal, I think. Just depends on Mom and how well we're doing with the twins. Exactly. Today's my last stream for the next couple of weeks, probably. It's honestly, family comes first. Always gotta come first. You and Gabrielle and the kiddos and the soon-to-be new kiddos. Just like you guys are the priority. So I mean, I'm not gonna say that we're not gonna miss ya, but we are all completely understanding, and it's just this. It's the way it is, isn't it? Family comes first. Family's gotta come first, always. Damn straight. I should catch the end of your stream. I'll be back. All right. See you soon. done. Pretty much just waiting on it to run its course and install. Awesome. Sounds like you got it all figured out there, Edward. Computer fixer extraordinaire. Oh yeah, I was gonna switch. I was gonna switch to Ruby. Okay, I'm gonna take a second because I just have to quickly run to the bathroom, but I will be right back, you guys. I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. I ended up heating up my green tea as well because it was like freaking super cold. Oh yeah, that's much better. All right. Let's get back to some killing. Oh. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, looks like we've got to repair that now. Glorious. Box over here. Back to towing. What did that look? We've got some, like, a decent amount of bits of the robot. Ooh, there we go. More parts. Let's see. Oh, cool. we get another parts AML, we'll already have everything finished for it. And then all we need for this is a pot, and then the person. And we've got those on it too. Alright, let's go. Let's keep going. We've not even explored very much of this floor anyway, so you know what? Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and find some more stuff that we need. I mean, we need everything, but I like getting everything, like, completed. Why was I about to feed chicken to my sword? That was very strange. Okay. Very strange indeed. Oh, tits. Okay. I gotta come at them from another angle. Alright, definitely gotta repair that. The last thing I want is for this to die. And... ooh, it's gonna get me. Yeah! Both dead now. Woo! Bring it back to Ruby for that thingy. I am glad that we leveled up Towen's sword and also Ruby's ring. But man, like, we need to be able to, like, level up Zayo's slingshot soon, because this is getting out of hand. It's like plus 10 or 11 now. Let's start from top. And then just do everyone. Because... nice. Fabulous. I think at the next part is where we need to use that handle. I think that was the one over here. Nope, nobody knows. Oh, Zayo needs to do this bit. Back to Towen. Oh god, there's fucking two of them. Not much at all. There we go. Now we'll heal. Okay. That should level us up. Awesome. Yeah, okay. What this needs. So build up, attack, magic, every single one of those, and metal. I don't think that there is any metal in here. I don't think we've got any. So, okay, so I guess we'll just do this. We can easily buy more anyway. It's not even a big deal. Not even a big deal. that might need some endurance actually. Maybe I'll take one of the fires off. I will. Put some endurance on instead. You definitely need some endurance. Yeah. Whoa. We are so close to being done some of these. So we just need one part for this. We need the person that goes with this, and then okay, we still need 7 parts, and then the things that go within them, but that is pretty cool what we've got so far. Alright, is this going to eat me? That is the question. Ooh, it's not. Let's go with poison again. Oh well, I'm already cursed, so I guess that's really not that big a deal. And it's a curse. Thank you. Ooh, interesting. I don't remember what his thingy turns into. I'm assuming. Yeah, we'll probably just sell this one. Not nearly as good as his Mirage. Just in case the worst happens. Oh, tits. Alright. First, let's get Ruby out, because I hate using the Moondiggers with, hate trying to kill the Moondiggers, I mean, with, Ruby. Without Ruby, I mean, obviously Zao and Osmond as well, but we don't have Osmond, and I don't want to use Zao right now. Just because we don't have the stuff that we need, really, to upgrade her weapon. We have the thing for this, don't we? We've got it. There we go. Let's go back to Toan. I'm assuming we've got to find Osmond quite soon, right? Oh, no! No, stop rolling, stop rolling. Ooh! So close, oh my god. Oh, I nearly had a frickin' coronary. This thing freaking takes so much weapon hit points attacking it. That would have been devastating. So devastating. At least it didn't happen though. Let's switch to Zao, because she needs to jump a certain part for us to get back to the thing to get, pardon me, to get to the next floor. See, just like I said. A little back flip, or front flip, whatever it is that she just did. A little flip. Alright, let's go. I'm guessing it's either next, like next floor, or the floor after we gotta come across Osmond. Let's go to the next floor and see. Yep. Here we go. There he is! Yay! Oh, that was weird. I like glitched out there for a second. Oh, who are you? Well, anyways, let's go back. Weirdo. I love his little backpack. Yeah, exactly. Who are you? Oh well, let's go back. It's just like such a weird response to meeting. Oh, and I don't even have to go back. He did it. He did it himself. Cool. The blue Terra folks need help. Such a weak enemy is giving them that much trouble. Okay, do you want to hold back the sass a little bit? People nearly died, Bunny Rabbit Man. Toad's like, oh man, all is lost. Oh, I love the little music note. There's a better way than sealing. Crazy shattered itself. So we will have to fight in the Colosseum, and that's the boss for this area. Yay! Yay! We've got our final ally. He's adorable. He's so cute. Oh, yes, that means that I can use my stored up gourds and stuff. Who are you? Can I buy? I can buy stuff from you. Yay! So let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Keith, thank you so much for the like on the stream. How are you doing? How's the rest of Dead by Daylight earlier? Thank you so much for the likes. We're just playing some Dark Cloud at the moment. Getting some giant robot guy built. Okay, so I need a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Ooh, wait. So I'm gonna keep this. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Okay, so if I just buy 2 of those. And yes, I'm gonna need a ton of that. It had its ups and downs. They messed up the way you rank up, and I did terrible from that aspect, but I escaped a lot. Yeah, the first one that I had watched that you said that you were playing with your roommate, you said that you didn't even know who the killer was because you didn't see them at all. That's pretty wild. That sucks about the ranking though, that they've like dicked it around so much that it's like, yeah, it really sucks. I can actually just straight up afford that. Let's do that then. And obviously I'm not going to be buying any of that. Alright, so we'll put this here. But I obviously need... Ooh, you know what? I think everybody needs to be dealt with at the moment. So let's see. Let's use this on Toen. And... that on his sword, and then I like to make sure that everybody's like completely dealt with before I dick around. I know it seems like a waste of money, and it absolutely is, but it just makes my brain feel better, and you know how it is. Yeah, that was crazy. No one saw the killer the entire match. It's so weird as well. It's just like what were they like? I'm thinking that maybe in my mind, they probably like went to take a dump and like didn't realize that the game had started, so it came back and was like, oh no, what do I do? I just needed to take a poop. And now everything's ruined. 48, 52. Ooh. 58, 54, so that's all done. That's fine. 72, 72, 50. Yeah, okay, perfect. Wait, up in. There we go. And then equip. You equip that. Holy tits. So what do you need? Yeah, you just need all of that as well. Attack, endurance, speed, and magic. Well, you can have one fire. Whoop-de-doo! Wait, what are you customized with at the moment? Let's see. Do you even have any? Oh, Metal Breaker, nice. But I think maybe let's give you one of these so that I can give the other one to Osmond. Yeah. That's just the way I think it in my head. Like, if I were to play online with something, like, that's just the first thing that I think, because that is, like, the only reason why I would just completely leave a game unattended is if it was, like, in, like, emergency deuce. Like, I know that that sounds really vulgar and everything, but, like, it's gotta be, like, a pretty big emergency. And, like, I don't know, personally speaking, like, obviously there could be emergencies with, like, I don't know, my kid or my husband or something, but if it was my kid, it would have to be a big emergency that would obviously take both of us. Like, if it's just, oh, he woke up because he dropped something on the ground and he's all upset, like his stuffy or something, then it's like, Alex could handle that. But, like, if it's, like, you know, like a bathroom emergency, like, I'm the only one that can obviously, like, remedy that. So, I would totally leave accidentally leave a Dead by Daylight game on to run to the bathroom and then come back and be like, well, looks like I lost. Oh no. Uh-oh. Alright, so I did... Oh, yes. I wanted to take that from him. Holy titties. There is not, like, anything at all here. I'm gonna give you some of these. Because, like... Actually, let's see what we got going on. That is a lot of witch. So, actually, yeah, we will give you one more of those. Just because. Because, like, why not? Why not? Alright. Can I shop here? So we're gonna get more water. Oh my. Well, it looks like we're running out of stuff. That's fine. I can just sell some more things and buy up the last of that, because I've still got so much crap in storage. So I just gotta leave. Boopity boop 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 boo. Alright. We are going to go back to Mascaraka. I love the music. I love all of the music in this game. It's just great. So it's like all of the songs are like good in their own way. They have a vibe about them. I really do have to start fishing soon in this game. Get some fishing done. I mean, I guess in all honesty, I could do it anytime. Where's Enga's house again? There we go, there we go. I don't know why I keep forgetting where he lives. Can I check in some items? Alright, so I want all of this. I'll sell those, that should be fine. Okay. Have a good stream. I need to get some food and a shower before Brawlhalla practice with high score wins later. No problem at all. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hi and just like spending a little bit of time with me. I really, really appreciate it. Have a good time later with Brawlhalla, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Just be here. Just doing the Dark Cloud thing. Alright, so he's at... So actually, ooh, I'm going to be able to get him up to 140. Nice. will be equal. Let's see, what level is this? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. So but he's only gonna have like 7. Nice. Okay, so if I sell those two. Cool. Yay, that means I should be able to store more items in there now, because now I don't have to store any more. Since I've got all of my characters, I can literally just look at them and decide who needs what, instead of storing stuff away knowing that I'm going to get a new character soon and I don't want to use up all of my stuff and then accidentally not have enough for them. So that is awesome. Ooh, we actually do need wind, but you know what? Let's not deal with that at the moment. I'm trying to remember what... There's a trophy. If I check on the PlayStation app, let's find out here. Because there's a trophy that says, like, oh, you need to have a certain amount of money to get this trophy. And then... So, like, I wonder, actually... I don't think it's gonna tell me. Oh no, maybe it will. Trophies. If I look at Dark Cloud, where's Dark Cloud? Dark Cloud, Dark Cloud. How much money does it need to be? 65,535. That is a weird amount of money. So I just need to have that. There's obviously like defeating the last boss, catch a fish that's over 100 centimeters in length, catch the Baron Garian, and then boom. And then boom. So I definitely don't think I've got enough money for that yet. I think I've only got 20 grand. So, yeah, don't know if that's going to be possible for me. Okay. Alright, well, let's go back, actually. Let's go back to yellow drops. Yellow drops, lovely. So yeah, we'll go back here. We'll start building the sun giant, actually, because we've not even started dealing with him yet. I might want to go kind of have a looky-loo around the houses in yellow drops as well, because there should be some boxes around here, I would think. So if I just take a gander, I wish that we could use the Draen's Feather in towns and stuff as well, because then, you know, we wouldn't have to walk so damn slow. Oh, we've come across one already. Anti-curse amulet? Wow, thanks, that's useless. Doesn't look like you can climb up. Ooh, thank you. Oh, another Fruit of Eden. Glorious. Ooh, another Metal Breaker. Also glorious. Found some decent stuff so far. Let's see. Just go back. There we go. Nah. Oh yeah, because I already... Actually, you know what? sell you that anti-curse amulet, because, like, why not? There we go. Made me a little bit of my money back. My hands are very cold. They're not as cold as they have been, though. It's gotten a little bit nicer. Lita, thank you so much for the like on the stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, seems like we've gone everywhere that we can go. Outside of here, of course. So let's start building the sun giant. Let's do that. Oh, that says arm. So we've not, I don't think we've got his torso yet. HGR. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. FTR. That seems about right. Because yes, that should be the torso-ish area. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I've already done that. Cool. Let's see if I can kind of look around here. See if there's any. Yes, there's a box down there I can see. Sides and like ledges and stuff. It looks like it's just. If I can find that again. Where was it? Oh dear Lord. Where was the box on the floor? I remember. Okay, so I started here. Aha, there you are. Ooh, fish candy. So that is for Zaum. I love that, like, all the boxes are just on the ground as well. Like, they're just right here. Ooh, attack +3. Wind. Metal breaker. Magical power +2. Dead buster. Oh my god. Oh, another gourd. Fluffy donut. I think that we've got all of them and a back. I had to adjust my security system settings since I'm going to be leaving my house for a few days. Got it all set up so if anything happens it'll be on camera. That's perfect. That's really good thinking as well. That's really good thinking. Where are the kiddos just staying with some of your Gabrielle's family while you two are waiting for the twins, waiting for labor to do its thing. Are the kiddos excited for the twins as well? Staying with family, yeah. They actually just left about 30 minutes ago. Probably be fun for them as well to just like have fun, hang out with some family, and almost like a little. I remember as a kid, like whenever I went over to my grandmother's house, for instance, it felt like a little vacation. Is that a freaking box? Is that a box that I see? No, it's not. It's just a doodad. Okay. Well, never mind then. Yeah, I used to love like visiting my grandma, my aunties, stuff like that. I hate it, but it's for the best, I guess. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's rough being away from them, isn't it? Even when it's like a very good reason, you just kind of feel like, I want my babies. I want them to be back here with me. I think I'm gonna give. Who's got the worst defense at the moment? Ooh. Our family is the if we get COVID, we get it type. They don't care. That's not great. Couple of friends of mine have had family like in and out of the hospital for it. I mean, if people have a good immune system, like obviously, yeah, they do have a better chance and everything. But yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's just you don't wanna mess with it too hard. It's like tempting fate. And I'm a worrywart, but it's okay. I have faith. It's good that you do. It's good that you don't let this kind of stuff shake you, that you've got that like that rock in your life. It's a really good thing. I'm gonna use this on Towen. We'll just use it on Towen. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's hard, isn't it? Because it's like, no matter how... I mean, I can't really speak from that much experience. My child is literally about to be 2, so I don't know what it's like as your children are getting older and stuff and stop being as much like of a baby, really. But like even now, like I still call Theo my baby, and Alex is like, no, he's a toddler, he's our toddler, and I'm like, no, he's a baby, he's my baby. Don't tell me about toddlers, he's my baby. Yeah, it's just rough. I think I'm gonna go to Evelyn will be 2 in March. Oh, okay, so she's yes, she's just 3 months older than Theo is, actually, because Theo was born on the 23rd of June. Build up, attack, magic. Let's see. Ooh, +3. And then, nope, +2. Cool. Hopefully, that should be close. Well, I guess it's not that close. #23rd, nice day. Yeah. Alex and his brother, it's actually quite funny. Alex was born on the 26th of May, and then his brother was born on the 26th of October. But yeah, it was funny because Theo was due on the 21st of June, and that is like, cause obviously Alex and I have a different like marriage anniversary. It's that we chose the 21st of December, but the 21st of June was when we got together. So I was like, oh my god, if he shows up on the 21st of June, that's gonna be hilarious. And then he ended up being, because he was due on like the 15th, or maybe a bit before of June, and he was just late. I was like, oh my god, get this kid out of me. But yeah, he was a late one. And he was fucking 9 pounds bang on. You could tell by the end of it. Yeah, the big old 3-2 you just turned. You just turned in January. I've got the big 3-0 happening in October this year. it's gonna be interesting. 3 decades of life. It's mad. Absolutely crazy. I was 9 pounds 0. Yeah, that's exactly what Theo was. 9 pounds, bang on. 3-0. Yep. Three decades of life. I was my mom's biggest baby until 11-pound brother came along. Hot damn. She must have been cursing that poor little kid. You lot are a young lot. Yeah, I'm starting to realize that more and more. Obviously, like, when I was younger, like when I was a teenager and stuff, I thought 30-year-olds were fucking ancient. Now I'm getting closer to it, and like when I hear like teenagers be like, oh yeah, they're super old, they're like 30, and I'm like, fuck you, you little bastard, how dare you, how dare you. But it is what it is, isn't it? I think it's just, we like get to a certain point in our lives, and like it's just your personality just kind of like solidifies a little bit, so you stop like aging. Yeah, you just stop aging, like not like physically, obviously we're doing that till we're dead. That's, I don't know why I always feel the need to like over explain myself, but anyway. Yeah, it's just what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, I feel like I haven't aged like past a certain point, like when I was like, I don't know, like 20. But play Lego, never gonna grow up. Yeah, it's just, no, I know exactly what you mean. I don't think that I'm ever gonna grow up either. The way that I see it is just, yeah, it's just you got your hobbies, you do the things that you love, you do the things that you gotta do, and just, you know, if you don't feel super old, then that's good. My grandma still plays computer games. She plays these, like, she likes to play them to keep her brain fresh. I've been trying to get her into other games because I keep thinking like for instance, that Professor Layton game that I play, which is just like puzzles and stuff. And I think that would be a great like brain teaser game to like keep you like fresh and like, you know what I mean? But no, she does her like her regular computer games and stuff, which is good. It's I think it's pretty cool. Cause she was the grandmother that had a using a weapon reduces ABS. Alright, well, who do we have that can, like, I suppose I could just keep using him. Yeah, we'll just keep using Osmond. Well, not keep using, we've only just started using him anyway, but... You'll be 41 day, Daniel. Yeah, we all will. I mean, like, knock on wood, we all will. That's the dream. The dream is to, like, live as long as we can, so long as we're doing all right. As long as all is well. I mean, that's my, I don't know about other people, obviously, but that's my goal. That's my goal at the moment. I want to live a long and happy life. That is my wish. That is my wish. Right now, my only wish really is to be able to spend my 30th birthday in Canada with, like, my mom. I would like to do that, but it's starting to look more and more like that might not be the reality. And I've kind of come to terms with it, but it does suck a bit. It does suck a little bit. Yeah, I do. I was gonna say, Paul, I do think that that Daniel's just joking around, because 40 is really not like. I mean, to me personally, 40 is like not even really middle age. To me, like, it's closer to like 50, but that's basing on my assumption that we're all just gonna live to be 100, which is also my hope. is just living. My God, this weapon is so. It's not that it's weak. It's like it's easily breakable. Like look at all of the hit points that are going down on this thing. It's just absolutely mad. People are 35 to 40 call me a kid, and I'm just like, oh, okay, bud. Yeah, it is a bit weird. Like it's like we're all kind of peers now at this point. Like I remember thinking when I was, I don't know, 14, that like 11-year-olds were like wee babies, and now it's just like my husband is like 3 years younger than me. So it's like I certainly hope that people 3 years younger than me aren't just like wee babies now, because that would be like, there would be a lot of questions. Like that'd just be messed up. Alright, we're going back to Osmond. Wait, did we get the thingy to go to the next area? We did. We can just run away from everyone now. So normally I don't run away from monsters, but obviously the big thing with monsters is that we want what is my deal? Yeah, we like with the monsters, we want the ABS to go up so that they can level up, so that's really the only point in fighting them. So if we're fighting them and that's not happening, which is on this floor, it's like a limited zone, yeah, it's just there's no point in continuing to fight them. I'm 32 and Gabrielle is 22. Well, I'm gonna be honest, Daniel, you like also have like aged like very well. Obviously, again, you're 32, which like isn't like ancient, at least not to me. So to me, it's like you and Gabrielle, like if I were to guess, if I were to like just purely be guessing, like, and not knowing how old either of you were, I would have assumed that you were both like kind of like closer to the same age. I would have guessed that, yeah, that she was like early 20s, but I wouldn't have guessed more that like, I would have guessed that you were like mid 20s. But I'm also not to be an insult or anything. I know that some people like don't want to look young because it's like it's a good thing. I don't mind looking younger than I am. Yeah, I know, right? Like I remember the first time I went to go buy a beer and I didn't get carded, and I was like, ooh. I was like, oh, okay. It might have been like I try to pretend that it's because I got like not a fancy wine, but it wasn't just like a box of wine that just says like white wine on it. Like it wasn't just like I wasn't just buying something that they're looking at it like, yeah, this person just wants to get shit-faced. It looked like a nice-ish wine. Like oh, this person's going to like buy this, and they might swirl it around in their glass a little bit and like take sips and go, the tannins in this are very tanniny or whatever. But so like maybe they were like, no one underage is gonna buy this. They're gonna buy like beer or something. Exactly. I know back in the day, I would have like, back when I was underage, I would have killed to have not been carded, and now I'm being carded and I'm like, oh, or okay. All right. I guess I can get used to this, I suppose. I think the best compliment that I got though after I had Theo was we were in it was obviously before lockdowns and all this, because it was like when Theo was still super little, and this woman was like, oh my God, is that your baby? And in my head I was thinking to myself, of course it's my fucking baby, like where do you think I got this baby? But I was like, yeah, this is my baby. And she's like, oh my God, like how old is he? And I was like, oh, he's like a month or something. She's like, you look great for just having given birth a month ago. And I was like, oh shucks, thanks. And that was like the best compliment I think I've ever received in my entire life. Posted a picture of our family on Facebook one day, and this friend of mine said, I don't know, you had 4 kids. You made a joke about Gabrielle being my child and was too young for me. We're not friends anymore. And that's fucked up. That's pretty gross. Like, and like that's not just an insult to you though either. That's an insult to Gabrielle. She is a grown ass woman. Like that's like pretty like fucked up. Like obviously the gross implications of like what that comment meant towards you, but like again, like Gabrielle's a fucking grown ass woman. Like I hate it when like like these like dudes or like other women like coming in like, oh, like look at this, oh, she's so cute, little girl, and it's like, excuse you, like, I'm a fucking fully grown woman, like, fucking don't be calling me that shit. My wife was carded over X, but she ran around telling everyone she is 42. That is, see, like, that's a, that my mom is the same way. She's obviously like a bit older now, but I remember like when she was in her early 40s, like if she got carded, she was like, I'm glad you get it. Yeah, exactly. It's like, that's like a fucking 2 for the price of 1 insult. Like, that was not just an insult to you. That was an insult, like, that was an insult to your, like, adult, like, sorry, I keep saying wife, your adult fiance. Like, that's like super gross on your behalf, and it's super disrespectful on hers. I'd be fucking waltzing in like, how fucking dare you? I did not live all these years of my life to have you act like I'm a fucking child. You friggin' stay in your lane. I hate people like that. So gross. And just gross for the sake of being gross. Like, that is just, like, what kind of a response, like, to someone, like, when you make a comment like that, what kind of a response are you really looking for? Like, oh, yeah, you're right, it totally looks like I'm a pedophile. Like, what kind of a conversation is supposed to happen? Do any of us here know how to adult yet? I mean, I'm getting there, I guess. Like, I'm trying my best. I mean, like, I don't know. Whenever I'm doing stuff, I always feel like I need an adultier adult around to, like, let me know, like, hey, yeah, you're doing this right. But I think I've been doing okay. I mean, my son's alive and healthy, so I feel like I'm doing that okay, and we, like, pay our bills and stuff. I would say probably, like, other than getting married and having a child, the adulty thing I've done so far was move across the ocean to be with my husband, because dealing with friggin' immigration paperwork is an absolute clusterfuck. It's like forms after forms after forms after forms, like, it's just bananas. Adulting is 100% just making it up as we go. Exactly. Like, that's exactly what I do. That's exactly what I've been doing this whole time. It's just, like, hoping for the best. Like, I still ask my mom for help every once in a while, because it's just, but now, it's like, now when I ask her, sometimes she's like, what makes you think I know this? And I'm like, oh my god, like, we're both adults. Like, how, like, I can't be expecting her to, like, know these things. Like, I don't know these things, and I'm supposed to be a grown adult. Like, what am I doing? Like, oh god. Like, oh god. This is crazy. This guy is just attacking nothing. Weirdo. But yeah, definitely just making it up as we go along. That has been my method so far, and I was gonna say it always works, but nah, it does not always work. It works sometimes. Just realized that Paul's picture is Scar from The Lion King. Awesome. Oh, I didn't even... Oh. Just look at it on... Yes. The colors are all, like, inverted to fuck on my computer. It used to be Loki. Noise. God, this weapon is so brittle. That's the word I was looking for. It's brittle. I've only got 3 frickin' repair powders left. Jeez. Osmond, my friend. You are, like, destroying our repair powder cache here, my friend. Like, this is just getting a bit nuts now. Oh, my days. Nope. Wasn't meant to do that. No, thank you. Goodness gracious. Let's go up. Let's go up and see what's up. Oh, that's where we leave. No, no, no. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I can stop fighting things. I almost forgot I said that I could do that. Oh, God, I'm an idiot. Oh, God, what if I... Oh, Shiza. Get me out of here. Oh, God. The box tried to bite me, and then an evil gopher tried to attack me. Oh, this place is scary. I want to go home. Oh, God. Why are there so many? There's so many, and they're all so close. Guessing the trap. Oh, God, it was a curse. Oh, God, please just let me in. Let me in. No! Oh, God, why is this happening to me? Oh, my God, go away. Everybody leave me alone. Okay, I've got to lead them over here. Okay, so we've got fire. Yeah, you guys, come on. Come over here. Come over here and get away from that box. I want the box, and I need you both to, like, leave the box alone. That's right. That's right. Come over here. Come over here, you fucking demon. And huzzah! It was a curse. 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 Open! Oh, thank God. Wow, a slingshot. That was freaking pointless. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, let's go to Toan. Just so you know, we're not fighting these enemies because we're not getting any experience from them because of the type of floor it is. So, yeah, we're not doing that. But we are going to go back to Osmond. We're going to fly the fuck out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Run. I mean, fly. Let's go. All right. Okay. Oh, my God. That was a roller coaster from start to finish. Okay. Oh my God. He's so close. Why are you so close to me? Go away. Oh God. They're friggin' cornering me. I hate it. I hate this. I'm pretty sure that that chest is just going to end up being a map. I'm sure that it's not going to be anything remotely useful. Let's just check it out anyway. Yep, called it. It's a map. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Run, 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 run. Oh my God, Toan, you've got to run. Alright, now we go to Osmond. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Definitely going to have to try this game. Yes! You would make me so happy if you do. I will be absolutely stoked. I'll be so stoked. I definitely think that you would like it. It's like, it's up your alley, especially since you've been on like a RPG kick lately. I definitely think that this is one that you would enjoy. You said that you're playing Legend of Dragoon on the PlayStation 2. I bet that you could get this, like Black Label I think is expensive, but I bet any money you could get this Red Label for not, like, because it's not even that expensive. So I bet that you could get the disc if you want it for PlayStation 2. But if you want it, like, because I'm playing it on PlayStation 4 right now, because like all of my older consoles are in Canada. The oldest, other than handhelds, like my DS, like I've got my Game Boy Advance SP and stuff. But other than that, like the oldest console we really have at the moment is just the PS3, which is like not even that old. So, yeah, so I didn't really have much of a choice. I did have to grab it for the PS4. But, you've got options for sure. Alright, we're gonna switch over to Ruby because Osmond is, I mean, he's capable, but he's pooping the bed a wee bit. Oh, you know what? Let's bring it over to Towen. Let him get some experience. Alright, I definitely think I hear an Earthbreaker. Yep, there he is, the bastard. Do you ever get, like, an itch in your ear that is so deep that you feel like you can feel it in the back of your throat? Because that is how I feel right now. Like, I almost wish that I had, like, a Q-tip to, I know that you're not supposed to do that, but to just, like, stick in, to scratch my ear, like, just, like, stick it in as far as it'll possibly go. But yeah, like, I can feel the itch that's in my ear all the way, like, into my body. It's, like, the worst feeling. Not the worst feeling, that's dramatic. But one of the more annoying feelings would be more accurate to say. I can't really call it the worst feeling. That was dramatic. I see that now. Yes. Having a lot of trouble saving the money in this game because I know that I can get that freaking trophy if I do. But I really want to buy stuff to upgrade my weapons instead of only dealing with like what I find because it's just so few and far between. I want to upgrade them, but because if I have to wait until frickin' I've got all of that money, it's gonna be like the end of the damn game. Gotta make my tortoise some food real quick. Ooh, how's he doing? How's Raphael doing? Is he bigger? It takes him a really long time to get big, doesn't it? But is he still very tiny, or is he like a little bit bigger now? I have that perk. Why are we not getting any of the people? We're not getting any of people. Yeah, I've got that. So we've got that and that. Yeah, that's fine. Oh yeah, and this. Yeah. Okay, wait, is this the right way? No, this is the right way. Dear Lord. No! Alright, I know, you're breaking. Damn. Forever to die. What is going on? There's an item over here, yeah. I was hoping to finish the Moon Sea by the end of tonight, but that does not look like it is happening. Not at all. That's fine. I am not going to complain about having more time to play this game. We're going to have to do some grinding anyway, because I want to try and get everybody's best weapons and all of that lovely, lovely jazz. There is so much to do in this game. Nice. Okay, so there's one more Atla down there. Map. Oh my days. Oh man. Okay. More. There we go. Definitely need to level up stone or something on this. Yes. Okay, we're gonna repair that again. Holy cow. I might need to switch to friggin' once it starts to get a bit. Ooh. Ooh, we need that. We need that. Oh, there's an event for that, actually. Nice. So let's go down here first if we can. We had the doodad. Don't we not have the doodad? Where's this thingy? Oh, it must be over there. Lame. Okay, he's a happy camper. What has he gotten? I'm not familiar with how like tortoises like do their thing. So is he getting any bigger yet, or is he still gonna be just a little dude for a while, or like how long does it take for tortoises not to get like massive, like big size, but like how do they grow really? Because their shells and everything, I don't really know how it works, to be fair. Okay, so it's taking off in 5. Oh, so we need Osmond. He's slightly larger than when we got him, barely noticeable even with side-by-side pics. Oh, okay, so he's like, but so it takes them quite a while then to like get bigger. He's so cute though. He's such a cute little turtle. I need to do that. I needed that. Yeah. Screw you. Oh, fucking diggers. Ah, yep, there's the handle I needed. Alright, okay, so this guy. Five. Alright, so we're gonna switch over to Zale. Oh, you biatch. Oh, she's got fire on. Poop. This little cottage tortoise, third largest tortoise species in the world, and he's a vegetarian. And yes, his name is Raphael. Yeah, I remember you telling us about his name when you got him. There it is. Yeah. Yeah, he's a cutie. He's a little cutie. Yeah, screw you. Lava man. Alright, let's do this. Alright, back to Osmond. Just get some gas here. 90% sure he's a boy, anyway. I mean, Raphael could be a girl turtle if you know, if it turns out that she's a girl turtle. Call her Raffy or something. Why not? How do you, all the things I tell you to track points to mail, but I'm not 100%. Yeah, I've never quite understood that stuff either. Alex is the one that, like, sexes, like, he's the one that checks, like, the snakes and stuff. He's usually pretty good at, checking their, vents. I think is what they're called. That little area, you know, where the genitals, like, I mean, for the male, the genitals, like, out of when they, like, you know, do the thing. I think it's called vents. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, he's more. Wait a minute. Do I even? Oh, it's because I wanted to go to the other side. Ooh, yeah. You know what? I better switch back to Zaya then. I mean, yeah, it is kind of funny when you think about it that there's so many names that if someone was named that in one country, you assume like, oh, well, that's definitely a boy name or that's definitely a girl name. Like, obviously Charlie's become like a lot less gender specific because, especially in places like the UK, it's short for like Charlotte and stuff like that. And then like, I think in the UK, like, Bobby is a girl's name as well. Like, you get female Bobbies. I don't know if this is common, but I know, like, there was this British television show as well called The Young Ones, and there was a guy in it called Vivian, but it was like Vivian or something like that. Yeah, it's like, and it's so strange, like, even like just because I mean, like, England is an English-speaking country, and then like Canada being an English-speaking country, like, I mean, obviously we've all got like loads of different languages going on in all of them, but yeah, it's strange that like even just crossing a border or like just like taking a quick little tour over the ocean is just that the names have like such different meanings and stuff. Older civilizations would name male and female differently. Yeah, exactly. Or like, for the sake of argument, where like back in the day, yeah, pink for boys and blue for girls. Boy would be something strong, manly. Exactly. And like, I'm gonna leave the dungeon. But yeah, like Paul was saying, it used to be pink for boys because it was like, obviously because they were a baby, it was like toned down a bit, but like pink was like a type of red, and so it was like red for blood and stuff, so it was like considered more appropriate for like a young boy to be wearing pink and stuff, and then like blue was like a very soft and calming color, so it was considered more for girls and stuff. It's so cool, like history, and I mean, like in the case of like names, like would you consider it etymology? I mean, it is technically, I mean, names are words, right? Like, so you would think that it would maybe etymology, I don't know, and just like cultures in general, like it's just, the human race is so cool. Like, it's like we've all got so much in common, but we're all so different. Ooh, I'm assuming that this is, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just think that it's so cool. I've just got so much like different stuff going on. TIR. I'm assuming you go here. Yes? Nope. TIR. Fool. You fool. There we go. Yes. Why are vehicles often referred to as female? Yeah, you get like a lot of, I mean, like sometimes people go against the grain, right? Where it's, I mean, personally speaking, all of my cars were female, but you get that with like boats and stuff too. TIL. Okay, so you want to go here then. I think that's all we've got at the moment, yeah. there is an event. Yeah, there we go. Vehicles referred to as she, probably due to the fact that vehicles safely carry lives. Predominant quality of fragility, beauty, and the immense strength to carry and deliver a life. Vehicles too are built to carry you safe and deliver. From the internet. Okay. That's so... It's so weird. Like, and it's like, I think that it's very strange as well that we give like personality and like identity to our objects and stuff as well. It's like other animals wouldn't think to like, I don't know, wouldn't think to name a car or refer to it as he or she, you know what I mean? Like we personify, that's the word. Like I just think that it's so funny that as humans we personify so many things. Like, I mean, like, and another example is like me with my PS4. Like when I finally realized what was wrong and like got everything fixed, I was so stoked, and I called up Alex and I was like, I fixed her, I fixed the old bitch, she's okay now. And I realized, I'm like, why have I personified my friggin' PlayStation? Like, why have I done this? There was literally no point in microwaving that tea. I've let that go cold again. What is my problem? Let's go for it. Right, let's do it. Yeah. I love that he keeps like, ah! And Towen's like, stop pretending to shake my hand. Can you please just do it? Ferris, thank you so much for the like on the stream. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. I love stuff. Look at all these boxes. I love it. I love boxes. Da-da. Endurance +2. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh mama. Wait. Boxes on boxes on boxes. In time only exists because humans invented it. Animals don't have a concept of time, like how we interpret it. Animals either wake or go to sleep depending on episode. The old bitch running again. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, exactly what you're saying, Paul. Like it's just like there's really no time. It's just like how high up the sun is in the sky. Like that's pretty much it. Like there's just animals, and animals really only care about that because they like want to defend themselves and make sure they don't get eaten by something. Yo Newts, thank you for the like on the stream, and I don't know if I got your name right this time, but I remembered that it's not an I, like an I sound at the beginning. I remembered that this time. Thank you so much for the like, and thank you for coming into the stream again tonight. The academic side of the internet has shown up tonight. Yes, I like having these kinds of conversations because it's just, I don't know. I don't think that like us as humans, like, I mean, obviously to an extent we can, but you did get it right. Yes! Woo! Yes. I'm so stoked. Aw, yeah, I didn't fuck up your name. But yeah, I love conversations like this. Wanted to drop some stars, but seems I can't. Oh yeah, well, I've not quite made it to the level up program yet. I think I need to be on here for another week because the page was only birthed. When was she birthed? See, there I go again. She was birthed on the 6th of February. So on the 20th or the 21st or whatever of February, I might be able to apply. That's awesome. You want to support. You're awesome. Yes, thank you so much. This is so kind. I'm really glad I got your name right as well because you're being very kind, very generous. I'm so glad I got your name right this time. Yes. Yeah, I am hoping to have them unlocked soon because the 2 week anniversary. Doesn't really sound like a big deal. But Andre, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the share. Yeah, stop it. The page will be 2 weeks old this Saturday. So, yeah. So, fingers crossed. I don't know how long it takes once you apply to become part of the Level Up program if you have all of the stuff. I don't know if it's like instant, if they're just like, oh yeah, you check all the boxes, here you go, or if it's like, if it takes a few hours or a few days. I don't really know how it works. Happy anniversary. Not yet, but soon, so soon. So very, very soon it will be. Oh yes, I have to go up here. There's boxes up here. But yeah, shuffling between streams, so many nice people streaming. Sometimes it's overwhelming. I know what you mean. It's like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the best kind of problem I think I have in my life is like having so many like amazing people in my life that I desperately want to support because they're just incredible humans, that it's like I'm like, I don't have enough fucking technology in my house to run all of these streams at once. Daniel's always the person. Crazy Clay Gaming, he's a variety streamer if you want to check him out. He's in the chat right now. He's also got another page called Castlevaniacs where it's all Castlevania all the time. He's always my first go-to though. If he's online, it literally doesn't matter who else is online. I always go to his first. Not just because I'm his mod, but also because it's just he's my first port of call when it comes to support and hanging out. But I've got like a top 5 of like streamers where I'm like, if they're online, they're who I go to. But he's my numero uno, my pal Daniel. If you want to check out his pages, he's a good egg, that one. Yeah, it is super overwhelming, but I see it as like an awesome problem to have. It used to be like that, but unfortunately I have trust issues, and the more you grow, the more people want to take advantage of you and your community. Yeah. I do not have that problem, thankfully. But I like being able to support you guys, especially since you've all been so supportive of me, trying to get me to have the courage to start doing this myself. You think so? That's super kind, but that's also very ominous. It's like, oh yeah, you'll have those problems soon enough. True, excessive growth is a blessing and a curse at the same time. The double-edged knife. Yeah. I can only agree to an extent, again, because I've never had any sort of like, I mean, like, I've had successes in my life, but never anything that anybody would like notice. Been things like, I don't know, successfully bringing my son into the world. That was a pretty big deal for me, but like other than my husband and like the rest of my family, it's just kind of like, oh, there you go. Well, you had a kid. Congrats, I guess. So it's like, it's not really a success other than to the people that are close to me, really. So yeah, I've never really had a success that anybody could take advantage of in my life. So I suppose that is definitely a good thing that I've never had to deal with that sort of thing. Just keep it real and you will keep the key supported. Yeah, exactly. I feel like when it comes down to it, no matter what kind of page this turns into, which I'm sure that it'll pretty much just stay the same. I've already seen people talk about their streams and suddenly drop other streamer pages in your chat. Oh, really? They sneak it in there. Oh. It's not a huge deal. If they think your page can help theirs, I guess it's a compliment. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised, though. I mean, like, I've not seen them. Maybe I haven't been paying attention to the chat enough. Alex has been helping out as a mod, and I've got Nick Matthews as a mod as well, because he did volunteer to help me out, and my friend Craig is as well. I wanted to have, like, because obviously Nick's in the States, Craig's here in the UK, and obviously so's Alex. But I wanted to have my friend Roxanne as well, because she's in Canada, so she can help me out with like the people that are on like Canada people hours. But for some reason she doesn't seem to be getting the notification that I've asked her to be a mod, and I was telling you about it before, where she's like not even getting notifications from her own page, like letting her know, hey, someone's commissioned you for an art piece. So that's quite annoying for her. Nick, thank you for the like on the stream. Your ears must have been burning, because I was literally just talking about you, my love. Some people say things like, getting ready for my stream with so-and-so gaming, or, yeah, me and so-and-so gaming, or doing this later. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get ya. Yeah, I get ya. I mean, yeah, I guess that is kind of flattering, but it's like, I mean, and Canada people hours. I can say that because I'm from Canada. Be honest, I don't receive any notifications that you are live, etc. Yeah, I've been trying to post it on, because obviously, like, for my friends and family and stuff, I've been trying to post it on my actual Facebook as well, and sharing it to a couple of different, like, I'm a mod actually in the Dark Cloud group. I don't know why the fuck they made me a mod. I volunteered because they were looking for more mods, people that are online more, and I was like, I have no life! Pick me! But I had only just joined, and shit, I didn't even know you were streaming. Ben, every night for a while, my friend. What's good? It's all good. It's all good. Just been playing some Dark Cloud, really. Just been getting some Dark Cloud done. On PC, if you go to the pages button, follower settings, you have to manually turn on all notifications. Oh, do I have to do that? Follower settings. Damn. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. I'm on the PC right now, so yeah, I'll definitely do that soon. I'll do that tonight, actually, get that frickin' dealt with. But yeah, I know what you mean. It is a bit flattering, but also like a bit confusing, because it's like, and this isn't to downplay obviously the lovely people that have come in here and followed me and everything, but I've got like 200 something followers. Like, it's not like I'm at like friggin' almost 10K like some of you guys. No, the viewers. Oh, they have to go into the settings to turn on notifications. I don't think I've gotten the notifications despite doing that, but Facebook notifications are trash for me all the time. I just have it in the back of my head. Stream starts around this time, Canada time. Yes. My page tells me I have almost 20,000 people with notifications on, but my streams barely break 100 views. They're so full of shit. Nick Matthews has shared your stream. Thank you so much for the share. Thank you. Yeah, it is. It's so weird. Like, Facebook is so strange with that stuff. Like, I honestly don't understand. Should I sell this cheese? Do I need this cheese? Why am I getting so weird about cheese? Let's get rid of it. Yeah. Okay. Nick, so many shares. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna give these to the people that they correspond to. Let's find out. All right. We don't have a fish candy. I think it's just yap. So we've got one for Ruby. We've got one for Goro. It's a grass cake. Why would he want to eat that? Ruby's sounds the best. Which parfait? Well, actually, this scorpion jerky seems okay. No, you know what? I changed my mind. It's the carrot cookie, because I do love carrot cake, and that's Osmond's. So he's got 150, so we'll do for you. I think that, yeah, 140 is the highest she can go, so we'll do 150 for you. Looks for Dark Cloud groups to join. I'm actually, there's only like one Dark Cloud group, and I'm already, like, I'm a mod on it. Oh, Ruby can't go past 140 either. It's weird. Alright, so Ungaga it is then. Alright, well, that's strange, but okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring you up to 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And bring you up to 9. Boom! Yeah, there's only really the one Dark Cloud group for some strange reason. The only one that's remotely active, and I'm a mod there. It seems like, I promise you that I didn't start the game until, like, after. I didn't go like, oh, I should friggin' join this group and then fucking become a mod and be all like, everybody watch me. It was completely unrelated things, I promise. Let's see. So we definitely need... Glorious. Okay. And then, yes, we've got 3 of those. Let's see. We are for sure getting rid of that. Okay, don't need any of those things. What have we got going on here? Ooh, interesting. Okay, well, yeah, it's about as good as we're gonna get. Wait, actually, no. Perfect. Okay, so I think we're gonna go back to Muscaraka and drop the stuff off, but then I think I think I'm probably gonna head off for the night because it is now 11:30. I don't know what words I was trying to have come out of my mouth there. It was just a rich tapestry of like noises. Clearly I'm getting tired. Probably because I didn't finish my green tea because I kept letting it go cold. That's a me problem though. That's not on I'm not gonna put that on your guys' shoulders because that's just, I don't know what my problem is. No wonder my teacher said I have the gift of the gab. So I won't shut the hell up, and that's why I keep not drinking my damn tea. I just ramble. That's my problem. I ramble a lot. There we go. Oh god, I hope I have room. Yeah, I do. Nice. There you go. Boom. Alright. God, we've got so much gold. Not that that's a bad thing. Oh, cool. So we've got none of that in storage. Okay, so wait, does anybody need, like, healing and stuff? Like, maybe I should be... Ooh, yeah, definitely. Ooh. I think... Nope, that sucked. Alright, yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to use some more money. A good trait to have, in my opinion, especially for a content creator. Rambling, I mean, as long as you've got, like, good stuff to say, but I feel like sometimes when I'm rambling, I, like, realize after just this absolute essay of words has come out of my mouth, I'm like, no one needs to hear that. No one needs to be hearing any of the weird shit that just came out of your mouth just now. Like, what is happening? Oh, the humanity. I think I need to learn how to, like, filter myself better. I think that's what my problem is I'm just, like, I get a topic on my brain, and I'm like, this is cool. Let's talk about this. And then everybody's like, oh my god. What's with her? Is she, like, crazy or something? And it's like, yeah, a little bit. A little bit, but I'm not dangerous. I don't bite people anymore. Yes. Did I already? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. So now we gotta go buy some more stuff. I need to make sure that my backpack is completely full back up before we end this. Because any money... I don't want to go to Jabubu's house. I want to go to Brooke's house. Because any money, when I start again next Monday, I'm going to go straight into the Moon Sea. And I'm going to be like, oh my god, why do I have no stuff on me? What's going on here? Past Amanda, what have you done to me? Alright, okay, well first, we are going to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool, okay. So we'll just move these down here. I mean, it's much more interesting and random conversation topics for the win. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, I do talk about really random things, and maybe people find that interesting, even if, like, internally, they're kind of like, damn, this chick's, like, a bit nuts, but, like, I guess that's okay. I suppose it could be worse. Alright, well, it looks like we're going without another 2 waters, because we cannot afford it, but that's fine. Actually, I guess, I wonder if I... So that's 15. No, we'd only be able to buy like one more. Alright, well, that's just too bad. That is just too darn bad. But we've made some pretty good progress. We've made it, I would say, more than halfway through the Moonsea. We've finally got our final companion. We've saved up some more money, so I might be able to get that tycoon thing during this playthrough. I'm still going to need a ton more money, but, you know, it is what it is. We just need to finish building this robot, and then we can do the big fight with, I think it's Minotaur Joe in the Colosseum, and then we're on our way to the Dark Genie to kick some evil genie butt. So I think right now I'm going to say we're going to call it a night. And we will pick this back up next Monday. So tomorrow is our 2 for Tuesday. Alex and I are going to be continuing our playthrough of Borderlands 1. Wednesday, I'll be heading back to Edgewater in the Outer Worlds. Thursday is, again, a Skyrim night. Awesome. With our Khajiit that is not named Kitty Kitty Bang Bang. And then Friday, we are back to our weekend in Thedas. And it'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday of Dragon Age Origins. And then again, like I said, Monday again, we'll be back at it here. We will definitely be finishing the Moonsea and fighting Minotaur Joe. So thank you so much, all of you, for staying in here and chatting with me, and the likes and the shares and just like all of your support. Like Boo Boo Kitty Fuck. I'm not naming any of my Khajiits that either. This is that they're all Boo Boo Kitty Fuck, Kitty Kitty Bang Bang. It is all off the table. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me. It's really great having you all in here. I'm super thankful. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the support, and it just makes me feel so loved to have you guys in here. And again, like the likes and the shares, and especially the chatting, especially the comments, and especially getting me all amped up and just talking way too fucking much. So I will see you all again at some point, whether it's next week for Dark Cloud, if that's your thing, or just tomorrow for some Borderlands, some random Borderlands. But thank you so much again. Mwah, and I will see you soon. Bye.